Welcome back to a little bit of Rise of the Ronin. Yes, it's Friday. We're doing our thing. Let's go, baby. Let's go. I love this live action trailer. I've noticed over the last good few years how many live action trailers we're getting. They're pretty slick with it, you know? It's kind of cool. Sometimes it actually gets the whole premise and the atmosphere of the game better than what a movie could. Yes, Friday we've been messing around with finishing off Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, and now we're back on Rise of the Ronin and Dragon's Dogma 2. We even played a little bit of Rocket League there just to shake off the dust and see what was going on down there in Rocket League land. It's fun. It's definitely fun. Oh yes. So coming up, we're going to have some nice tasty treats. We're going to have some new indie games with Dave the Diver coming to PlayStation, and that new Tales of Kensora, I think that's what it's called. I hate fucking YouTube annotations, man. They died off a long time ago, yet they refuse to actually get rid of them. They're stuck on all the old videos like a weird rash. Like, come on. Come on, man. Alright, so we're playing as the female Ronin. Yes, yes. We've got our Blade twin, our inevitable twin and rival for the rest of the game. I've got her dressed in a little bit more Western style. It's called the Secret Agent outfit. Now you can do transmogrification where you can just pick whatever armor you want that best suits your skills or your loadout, and then just change the look of it to whoever you feel like. And that's exactly what we've done here. Alright, cool. Let's see. So was it R1 and then boom? Alright, cool. Nice. Nice, nice. So we got a little bit into the political side of stuff. Choosing between becoming a pro-shogunate, where you stick with the current shogunate who wants to join up with the western side of things, the British, the Americans, and I think there's like French in there as well, and basically modernize Japan and lose all of its tradition. And then you can go anti-shogunate, where you wish to keep the old ways, the old traditions, and not allow things to get muddied. It's up to you. I've gone for more of the anti side of stuff. I think it feels better just for, you know, keeping out corruption and basically keeping the country the way it is, you know, because whether you like to believe it or not, these kind of things are just invasions masked as diplomatic solutions, you know, but they really are just invasions. You can see just this tiny little town alone has brought a complete change of the Japanese landscape, you know. There's definitely a way of modernizing things without succumbing to an invasion. Hell yes. Hey, Dynamite, how's it going, dude? Yeah, that was fun yesterday, right? A little bit of Rocket League. Nice to play with 3 actual humans. How are you doing? Are you excited for today? When does that all kick off, or has it already happened with the Avatar stuff? Jesus. Alright, I gotta kind of shake off the rust on this one. Nice. I'm kind of excited for it. I hear that all of the Greek stuff has now been shelved. I know a few people are going to be pissed about that because they were enjoying the Hades stuff. But I understand. You can't inundate people with things. They did that before, and it was a disaster, where we had the lightsabers, the Attack on Titan ODM gear, and Spider-Man's web crawlers. For, you know, it was a very short time where they all kind of intersected, but in that moment, it was chaos. You know, you had people running away half the map because they had multiple of the movement items. You just really got to see the bitch inside of people. It's definitely up to people to survive as long as you can, but running away like a bitch is very different. Okay, I hope you're doing good, man. Nice, nice. Lots of good news. The Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 stuff is wonderful. That dev is just amazing. You should see their reactions just on Twitter. They're like, "We'll hope you be excited. Can't wait for you to see it." That'll be next Thursday, I believe, the 18th. There's a lot of stuff actually happening that Thursday, which is a funny one, but that's great. It's great news. It was 2018 when they originally released it. Now the reason it took me till this year to play it was, one, it was on the back burner, and second, it released in one of the worst dates a game can release. It was up there with Cyberpunk, just an unplayable mess. It wasn't a matter of actually playing it, more so than just trying to get it to run without crashing. So it was rough, and here we are now, you know, fucking 6 years later, and it's been on every platform, and even on the Switch. So I wish them the best. You know, people are saying, is it a new game? Is it, you know, there's a picture of a horse and a knight on a horse, and it looks like it's 17th century. I can honestly say, if you've watched me, and you guys did, you're very nice to watch me play that, it ended with a bit of sequel baiting. You know, it's based on true events that happened in what is now Czech Republic, but back then was Bohemia, you know, and it was during the Austria-Hungary kind of war, Hungarian war, and yeah, like, I'm not afraid to say that, you know, there was a lot of things left open, so I could definitely see that happen. Now, whether we play as Henry again, I don't know, but he has become kind of the poster child / hero that no one expected, so for him not to come back, it would seem like an awful waste of building somebody up, but we'll see. Now, it could be a completely new game, but some of the voice actors spilled about 6 months ago. As usual, they can't seem to keep things off their resume and off LinkedIn, so they'd already said that they were voicing people in a Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, so yeah, that kind of explains everything. But yeah, I hear it's pretty breathtaking. They've moved engine and everything. That's all I really want. Like, I hope they keep the immersive stuff, even the more awkward stuff, like how the alchemy worked and that. I hope they keep that, because it was fantastic, you know? It was as close as you're going to get to something like Skyrim meets Red Dead Redemption 2, you know, in its kind of deliberate seriousness, almost simulator-like, you know? And then Persona 4 as well, they want to do a remake of that, makes sense, obviously. And then Persona 6 is supposed to be coming out on everything, including Xbox, and they're going to have a green theme. Each of those Persona games have a theme. You've got like one that's yellow, blue, Persona 5 is red and black, you know, so on and so on. I've been trying to explaining that to the average Fortnite player. What is it, that the stuff is gone? Or that we used to have a whole lot of shit in it? Yeah. It'll come back. I think it's coming back before the change of the season, but then we'll only have a few more months, weeks of it. So I complained that if you kept it in, it would be chaos. Yeah, exactly, dude, exactly. I understand. Like, I get it. It's the idea of people hating change versus getting comfortable with something, especially if you're getting mad kills with it, you know. It sure feels like you're ripping out things that people love. Now, you know, if we had a truly great developer, they could find a way to do both and everything, but that's not the world we live in, you know. Why we don't live in a world where, even to this day, there's one singular Spider-Man webbing and one singular ODM gear somewhere hidden in the map, you know? As goofy as that sounds, to me that shows that, it reminds me of how Halo and a lot of others did it, where it's like, pays off, one person alone gets it, but kill them and you get it too. And it kind of shows that you don't piss on other people's stuff. Oh my god, I don't even know you! These motherfuckers will trample on you immediately. Come here, bitch. Alright, let's shake off that rust in the only way we know how. By fucking dying a couple of times. The duality of man. The dumbassery of man, right? Come on, bitch.
I won't have anything to
He won't die. But he won't fucking move either. There you go, bitch.
I'll put you out of your misery.
Oh no, did I miss it? Oh, dude, I was fighting. How is that my fault? Ah, I gotta stop holding that down. It's worthless. Alright, let's see what he's weak against. Yeah, he's still weak against this. Damn, so I obviously was just a little bit late to the party with that guy. Oh, I've been using this bow and arrow. I don't actually like it. As you can see, they block everything. But we do have our trusty flamethrower. Nice. Barbecue. Barbecue. Are you sure he's weak to this? His blue bar is barely moving. Your inventory is full. I don't have time to read the screen, sorry. Nice dodge. Nice dodge. Alright. Check that off. So yeah, those are kind of like random events and you're supposed to get there in time. I mean, technically I was there in time, it's just I was in the middle of a fight. Sorry, I don't have 4 hands sprouting out of my penis. But if I did, I sure could get the washing, cleaning, and drying done all at the same time. God damn it. Alright, let's get rid of that. I swore I got rid of it once. I think I kept putting it back in because it's such a good bow in terms of rarity and all that. But it's fucking worthless. Just like the Neo one, you have to hold it down until the reticle becomes tiny. This could take upwards of 2 to 3 seconds while a dude is approaching you to slit you in two. Maybe just make it easier. The gun just does what it does. It works. It works. Yeah, mini pass, bit shit. Yeah. No, I was never going to get it anyway. People were freaking out because someone had a placeholder and it was 1800. But no, I bet you it's still the same 1950, whatever it is. Yeah. No, I'm not a big Avatar fan. Wasn't before the shitty movie and not afterwards. It's just it was not my thing. I hopped out of Nickelodeon before he showed up, you know. Korra's cool. I watched Legend of Korra, but just not Avatar. Luckily, there's next to no Aang in Legend of Korra, besides like in a kind of mentorship role. It's completely different. But Appa is cool. Like, you know, we can't lie. Appa is cool. It's the closest thing you're gonna get to like Falcor in a game. Nice. And I'm excited to try it. I do actually want to try the water piss out as well because it is so OP. OP in terms of not damage necessarily, but if you're really good with it, like some of these cracked bastards are with the mouse and keyboard, it really can travel nearly the length of the map, which is astonishingly stupid of them to do. But this is, of course, Epic we're talking about. They don't really test their own stuff. I could fully see them nerfing it, of course. As soon as I start to use it, they'll nerf it. But even at that quick succession, and people saying it's like a SMG. An SMG with the scope of a sniper, you know? The range of a sniper, maybe not the scope of it. SMGs with those scopes are actually still pretty shit. Who would have thought a tiny little gun with that much kickback would be a bad idea? Nice. I'm enjoying this game. I think it releasing on top of Dragon's Dogma 2 and then on top of Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth not that long before it has, they're all selling pretty well, but it has also shown their ass where it's like, my, could you not just have given each other a week or two between them? It's agreed, really, that. And like that, then there was nothing really of worth, you know, big style in the last couple of weeks. So it's just strange. I don't really understand how marketing and developers do their thing. To me, it sure seems like you're shooting yourself in the foot to spite your face.
Thank goodness you're here. There's awful news. The Red Demon sentenced Master Shogun to death.
Do you think you'd play Kingdom Come Deliverance at all? I could see you getting into it. It has a lot of deliberate stuff, so you're like, oh man, I feel like I'm being punished. But kind of like with Dragon's Dogma 2's fast travel, you just find a way to get better with everything, you know? There's a lot of little things that help, like with fixing your armor and sleeping and keeping clean and all that. Like, it works. Let's see. Alright, this guy's cool. I got him confused with the Blade Twin because they're almost identical in facial structure and hair, but he's not. No, this is Ryoma. He is working against the Shogunate, and he's one of the first allies we met. He's a cool dude. The voice actors, some of them sound a little AI, and this guy in particular sounds like AI mixed with his jaw being screwed shut. It's just like, all I can hear is this all the time. It's like, why are you doing that?
And this will be quick.
It might just be a bad
This is
microphone.
Fumi, Master Shogun's younger sister.
Anyway, it's not a big
An
deal.
official told her they're planning to execute her
You only
brother
bring
soon.
this stuff up because after 50, 60 hours it can be great.
Please save my brother. If we
Are you
don't,
gonna replay Fallout 4 when it gets the
We
update?
cannot allow this to happen. We need to muster the troops and get Kasura to come up with
I won't.
some
I wanna
kind of
I wanna
plan.
wait for the Fallout 3 remake or
First,
remaster.
we need to let Shinsaku and your husband know what's
I'm
happening.
desperate to replay New
They've
Vegas
been
though. Oh
keeping
my
their
god, what a
distance
game.
from Katsura, it seems.
Post-apocalyptic western. We don't get that very often. It seems like we do, but we don't. We get a lot of zombie shit in the West. That's about it. Okay, let's help her out. Character
We're
models in
talking about
games have
Kinsui.
just gotten better and better, right?
Fumi is
Dragon's
married to
Dogma, this one. Sheesh.
The problem is finding
AI has
Shinsaku.
stagnated.
Who knows where he's
Not Final
loitering?
Avatar. Yeah, honestly, saying wasn't buying.
I'd
Yeah.
say there's a good chance.
Even the Dark Maul stuff, you know me, like I'm not
I'll go
that
and
big
look
on
from there.
the extended
you
universe
wouldn't
stuff. You
mind
guys are, which
searching
is
for
cool.
my husband.
You tend to help me out when I miss certain things, but I really just got that for Dark
I'm
Maul.
not sure it's safe for Fumi to go alone. Shinsaku's associating with some
He
unsavory
desperately
sorts,
deserves
I
his
hear.
own game and movie and everything. I know he had a huge
Go
part
after
to play
her and help her find
in
Shinsaku.
Rebels.
Leave Kensui to me. I'm counting on you.
I still think he's underused. I know that's crazy. But holy god, what a character. I think honestly, besides Vader himself, he might be one of the best villains they've ever created. He certainly shits on anything from the new sequels. Kylo Piss and Captain Piss. Captain Jizzin. She had potential, but good lord, what a waste. Can't you see the bitch's face? And when you do it, like, it's what the fuck was the point of that? Alright. Gotta tail them? Oh no, and head to Chinatown, huh? There's a Chinatown inside of Yokohama. We love the tail missions, don't we? Oh yes. Alright. So where does this begin? Way over here. Alright, nice. Good bit of fast travel. Fucking great game, man. Great game. Is it over here? No, these always are like pulsating, so you think that's where you need to go, but it's actually over here. Ah, yes. You know, the more these games try not to be Assassin's Creed, the more they are. Like, people hate that I compare this to Assassin's Creed 3 or whatever. I'm like, fuck off, dude. I'm literally doing a tail mission on top of a stealth mission. Fuck off. It's Assassin Neo. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's no different than the open world stuff in Final Fantasy being Ubisoft. And it is. I just hate that of all the things to take from Ubisoft, it's that shit, you know. We're already sick of it in the Ubisoft games. Speaking of which, Assassin's Creed Red gameplay leaked a little bit, as usual. So I was on someone's laptop on an airplane. Yeah. Ubisoft leaked this stuff themselves, so they have enough time. That game will probably coming out October, if not getting pushed a little bit. It needs to give it enough of a window, at least 2 to 3 months. That's how they do things with Star Wars Outlaws. And really this is just for them to contrast and compare and allow each a financial quarter to get their due. And for people, they're like, oh no, this stuff should have something for this month and something for that month. No, it's just profits and financial quarters. That's all it is. Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4, but never about QT. Anyway, we'll be good to go. People are pissing and moaning about the main character of Star Wars Outlaws. I fucking hate whatever has become of this year. I believe it's this sweet baby shit, but it's really riled up all the little incels. Like, as long as I've known video games, there's absolutely been sex symbols, you know? I would argue that Lara Croft was one of the first for me. Like, you might say, like, hello Samus, you know, from Metroid, but we only got to see at the special ending of the first game that she was a woman, and we didn't get all that naughtiness and Zero Suit Samus for a long time later, trust me. But Lara Croft was, sadly, within the first game, she had been given, like, the front cover of Maxim, even as her low polygon character model and stuff, you know. And even to this day, the original creator says he wishes she didn't become quite the sex symbol that she did, because there's no doubt that it did affect things like the movie and that. How do you get over here? What a weird little town. The fucking road is right there, but both sides are blocked. Is it inside the house or something? What the fuck? Like, what's the point of this gate? Look at that. What is the point of that gate? It's a fucking backyard again. You mad bastards. What were they thinking? I wouldn't mind though, but the parkour and stuff in this game is fine, but it leaves a lot to be desired, sadly. She's fine on roofs and things like that, but say that little wall there, I couldn't climb up on that. And certain fences just did not model any kind of ledge grabbing on it. It's unfortunate. It has its beauty and its failings at the same time. I don't expect Assassin's Creed Red to be anything more than a little up-resed version of Valhalla, and I'm okay with that. I'm perfectly okay with that. I've been okay with this since the moment that Unity died, you know. As soon as Unity died, everything went backwards, you know. Backwards and forwards. We had a wonderful trilogy in Origins, Odyssey and Valhalla. Loved them to death. I thought you said tail her. I think you just gave it to me for free, did it? Tail this motherfucker.
Are you?
I am me. And you are dead. You okay, bitch?
It's you. Come this way.
Hold on, I just gotta get the blood off my sword. I think they mean by tail, they actually mean like keep her safe or something. I don't know. Probably not, as combat looks like something I would enjoy.
I tried to
You
think
wouldn't
what
enjoy
might
it, I
have
get you.
happened.
It is pretty tough. I watch people play it on
There was
PC, it's a
someone
little bit
who
easier because of
sounded
the
like
movement of the
Shinsaku
mouse. But
Within those thugs,
I enjoyed it. I only really had
surrounded
difficulty the
me.
first 2 times. I think the biggest issue with it is it completely breaks down when there's more than one person. It's not even the combat's fault. It's the camera and no lock on. It completely takes control. It was actually quite motion sick inducing, which is unfortunate. No doubt something they'll fix, you know. There's not really much I would change. Like the combat, it needs to stay that earnestness because it had a kind of a chess vibe to it. And I love that. To say you don't do that in a From Software game or even this game here, it is like, in terms of like chess, you're talking about thinking about 3 moves ahead and interpreting and figuring out what the other guy is going to do so that you can then block, parry, whatever you need to do, you know. So it's kind of like that, and I enjoy that. But yeah, most people want a third-person option, you know, a la Elder Scrolls and Fallout and that. I don't see many people doing that. Like even the ones that have tried, like Rockstar with Red Dead Redemption and GTA 5, eventually getting a first-person mode that you switch back from, and it's really well implemented. Like you could even say it's, at some points it's even better than what Bethesda do because of that old engine. But the issue is it'll never not feel like something that just came later, you know. Ironically enough, nobody talks about it that much, but Evil Within 2 did the same thing. They give you an option after the fact, not the first one, but second one gets so slated, and it annoys me because it's one of the best survival horror games of the modern age, you know. It still holds up. It's wonderful. It's got that Silent Hill charm, that Resident Evil charm, and it still maintains horror, which I think Resident Evil has kind of fallen out of love with in the last little while, you know. 7 and 8 are definitely horror thrillers, you know. You've got Texas Chainsaw Massacre and fucking The Howling, you know, and yeah. Anyway, we'll see how 9 goes. I'm not really looking forward to an open world. I don't know how I feel about that. I'd rather them do maybe like something like a fully realized city, you know what I mean? Like don't go back to Raccoon City, but something like that, you know. Take what they've learned from Village with this kind of intricate paths and turn it into a city. I do not want an open world because we see what's happening with Dragon's Dogma 2, and it's we're losing fidelity, we're losing frame rates, we're losing a lot of stuff just so you can have 2,000 NPCs that no one's going to bother talking to. But I do love Dragon's Dogma 2, but it they almost got too faithful to the 2012 game because it feels like it's in 2012. Fuck the ray tracing, dude. I can't get 30 frames a second.
I think you're likely to find Shinsaku
Stupid ray
ahead.
tracing. Every single generation has a buzzword, you know. It used to be called blast processing and the secret sauce and the power of the cloud. I swear to God, dude. And what does it happen? It ends up being a puff piece bullshit, and then on the other side, it ends up destroying
I will just be
performance and taking developers way too much time. But the way her glasses are on, it looks like one of those masks you tie around your ears. Alright, sure, leave this to me. Cool, looks like maybe if you're a female character, you can kind of take over how she looks or something and pretend to be in her stead.
Thank you so much. Please, be careful. I'll be waiting at the Sakura Inn.
Bernie want me to play some kind of hunting game or something? I've always wanted to try Hunt Showdown, where you're kind of fighting cryptids and stuff. Is that still going? Maybe I'll do that one. I thought it's so many points. I feel bad though, he picks a lot of stuff I played before and I'm like, what do I do? Oh yeah, we got this fucking Frenchman on our team and I absolutely slated him because of the AI being a bit rough. I feel bad about that. Let me see. Select allies. Looks like we can select whoever we want. If this is a stealth mission, let's be careful. Fumi has asked me to find Takasuki. Head into Chinatown to search for him. Okay. You gotta be careful. If it's a stealth mission, won't let me bring anyone else. Do not bring allies if it's a stealth mission because the AI is exactly the way it was in something like a Neo 1 or whatever. Yeah, it's piss poor and they will just completely ruin your stealth. I don't mind stealth in these games. I hate when it's tacked on or forced. We had that mission. We got all the way snuck in, got all the way to the letter, only for them to close the door behind us and start a fight. So what the fuck was the point of the stealth, you know? So that kind of stuff annoys the shit on me. It's very tacked on. There's going to be a lot of stealth in Assassin's Creed Red. It is half shinobi, half samurai. So yeah, but if for the love of Christ, if it's back to blow darts and whistles, I'm going to murder someone. I can't believe we're still doing that. We've been doing blow darts and whistles pretty much since 2, and then the whistle, I think, the whistle was there, but the blow dart, I don't think came along till maybe 3 or 4, I'd say, maybe. Just that kind of witch doctor side, the berserk darts and all that. It is time to move on. It's been 10 plus games with that same style. They got so scared from Unity's disastrous launch, and it wasn't the player base. We clowned on them because it needed to be done. That game needed another year, and they should have took it, you know? They should have took it. Alright, defeat formidable foes. Alright, fuck it. Where the hell did you get that bomb from? Right. You can switch up the stance, make sure you have the most powerful version. Camera not locking on. Ooh, yeah. Nice and gory. Alright, watch out, somebody's coming. I wasn't stealth? No. I must not know what stealth is, so. Guy doesn't see you, you attack him. It's not stealth.
Watch the enemy carefully.
Sure. Watch the enemy carefully. You're a fucking Frenchman wearing a Mongol helmet and a Mongol spear and shield. You're a walking contradiction, sir. You haven't a clue. I think if we rest here, it resets the enemies. So these are missions. We've taken this from Neo. Even though it's an open world game, these parts are missions. This motherfucker's still dying. Oh my god, it's like a Korean soap opera death. It takes 14 years for the man to go down. Speaking of points, I got 606. Ayo, ayo, ayo. Nice. I was meant to do something like for like a 500,000 or a million or something. I can't remember. Honestly, I get so disheartened and bored with all that stuff. I kind of wish Twitch would just introduce new things, but just like I get bored with it, they obviously seem to get bored as well. Like, why does the AI just stand there when that happens? Come on, fuck boy. You're a dumbass with the shield. Right. Come on, what you got? Jeez, how are you supposed to block that? He's spinning around. What was he doing up here anyway? This is broken. I might be able to climb up here. I think I'll just stick to doing militant giveaways. At least I have control over them. Gimme, gimme. Odachi. Some hats. Nice. We did get a new Ronin hat, but I like my setup. I have it's set up where I have multiple sets that will give you set bonuses. You know, right now we're doing the Mighty Warrior. Oh, I didn't unlock that. I developed technology. Okay, we'll do that. It's harder to get. Oh, well, I have that equipped already. It's harder to get some of these with these special set drops, the gold indicator. And then we have Clear-Headed Samurai, which also gives me a little boost to attack and that. But I need an extra one anywhere, really. That will give me extra strength too. The strength stuff and the stat stuff, people were kind of moaning about it. You've got that kind of very typical Venn diagram stuff. I have skill points out the wazoo, but not a whole lot to spend them on. Key attack, counter attack. I think I did that already, yeah? Explanation, use item. Hold to learn. Increased key. The key damage is the blue meter. Like a poise, that's by counter sparks. It's pretty good. Anyway, so it's level 2 out of 2. So I had one already. Ranged cowering effect. That's fun too. Increased critical damage. Anything over here we could need. Unarmed. Don't really fuck with unarmed stuff. Max health. Ooh, I need to get down there. Max health 4%. Attack up for falling health. Oh shit, I need to get down there. Alright, so when you do these, you can see the skill points symbolized by the spiral, but then you have strength points. Each, we've got strength, dexterity, and then there's like intelligence and charm. You get them all separately. Sometimes we're just doing side quest stuff. This one requires 6. Jesus! And then from getting books and that. But some of them just require normal skill points. That's why so many are built up. Alright. Let's get down there. I don't care about the unarmed stuff. Probably didn't even need to buy that. Key consumption while guarding. I don't guard very often. There is a guard in the game. Lol. And this one requires actual... Okay, cool. There is an actual guard in the game, which is L1. But I don't really do that. You can also use that to switch over and control. You can control your NPCs, which is pretty fun. Fun idea. Alright, just like Neo, when the circle is fully red, it's a headshot. When it's just normally red, it's a hit. Right. Yeah, we'll have to do something with those points. I think my original plan is probably the best. Just give all you guys like $20 as a kind of a like, here, treat yourself. and then I'll do a giveaway. I can't think of any big game that everybody wants. The idea of a giveaway is to make sure, one, that it's big enough that everybody wants it, you know? Otherwise, you're doing a giveaway for a game that maybe 3 people want. And two, that it's you know, far enough away that there's enough time for everybody to get involved. Sleepy, sleepy. What kind of kill was that? I think Star Wars, even if you're not a Star Wars fan, as we get close to that, it'll be bigger and bigger. But honestly, you can see now there's a lot of hatred towards it, just because of the character. I think it was just one of those Ubisoft downgrade things, where showing... That didn't kill him. Showing the main character in her natural... Why isn't that hitting? Why is he trying to hit me from there? Showing the character in-game render didn't look so hot, but welcome to video games. Welcome. And people might say, oh, but look at like Death Stranding and that and this and that. I get you. Like, you're right to a point. Death Stranding is incredible, but not everybody is Kojima. Not everybody has a $10 million motion capture studio.
Take your time.
You'll always notice the smaller studios like Kojima's and Hellblade's Ninja Theory, that these guys are probably working hand to mouth, you know, they're barely getting their next game out, so they tend to only spend that money on the most important thing. Hence why Senua's voice actress was actually the community manager. She was already on the payroll. Now she's the motion capture, the combat capture, she's the voice actress, she's everything. Fantastic. But they have one of the best motion capture studios out there. It's up there with Weta, with Andy Serkis and stuff. Nice. Isn't it because one of the missions is locked behind a certain edition? Oh, probably, yeah. They're fuckers for that. Not to mention the whole 3-day early shit. Seeing as my post has been coming like 1 day early, I'm not even bothering with that. Oh, it's shocking, dude. It's extremely expensive. They're so greedy. It's like one of the editions is €120. Even if it's 80 flat, that's still outrageous. And here's a little secret I'm going to tell you. Which fucking publisher puts their game on Game Pass and PC and on sale the most? Fucking Ubisoft. Don't give them a cent more than you have to. If you're not buying it in the first couple of weeks, wait. It'll be fucking $40 before the summer's over. Mark my fucking words. I guarantee you. They never stop putting their fucking games on sale. Oh shit. Looks like we're gonna be fighting this guy. Yep. What up, dude?
So you decided to come. Nice.
How did you know? My pants?
How lucky you are.
Gotta get his timing down. Oh, he missed. Really gotta get his timing down. They really like the bombs, don't they? Cheers, they like the bombs. You gonna do something, Frenchman? God, he's a hard one to get. Timing is really crazy.
You are good.
Who's this motherfucker? Hello? Who's this guy here? Oh, I'm dead. Who is that guy? This guy just came out of nowhere. He was the one throwing bombs?
Thanks.
What the fuck is going on? I hate that it doesn't switch you back. This cunt, where did you come from, sir?
Look before you leave.
Lads, can you quit with the fucking bombs already? Oh, bitch. Why is she unarmed all of a sudden? Oh, I fucked up. I changed the stances because I was fighting the other guy.
Time to get serious.
Oh, it didn't work.
I may have pushed
Right.
it too far.
Cool. Oh, chill with the bomb. Whoa, he just teleported to the same spot, apparently. Ah, that was definitely a dodge. That was close. What was that scream, dude? Good stuff. Dude, teleporting to the same place. Cheeky
Have you had enough fun? Well,
Buying digital is a
I'm
fucking
impressed.
scam. Exactly.
I
Oh
guess
yeah,
you
the
got more
crew.
than just luck on your side.
Anything that's live service like that, they're also giving away the crew too as well. And you know, crew motorsports. They're doing that usual stuff where it's like, here's a live service, but we don't want to pay for servers. And
You came
they're really
all
good
this
games.
way
But yeah,
to tell me
removing
that.
them from people's hard
And
drives.
to be
Oh,
executed.
Sony did the same
Right.
thing. Oh, it's really bad.
That's not news to me. But are you sure you want to share that news with your enemies?
Yeah, and buying digital is a
I
fucking
mean,
scam. Yeah.
You are
But
working
luckily,
for the Shogunate.
as much as we
aren't
don't
you?
own them, luckily we live in a world where social media will not let them away with that. So if there's enough outcry, but honestly, I don't care. People don't care about the crew, you know. People don't care.
Am
I
I?
hear good things about
Well,
crew motorsport. And all that.
perhaps. I'm not a mind reader.
But you know, they're all Forza
But what does that
knockoffs at this
matter
point.
in the end?
I mean,
would
Ubisoft
be a waste
have
to
had
kill
a
you
great
now.
driving franchise right
We
there,
are
and
not
just
done
won't
with each
use
other,
it.
I'm afraid.
With Driver San Francisco
So,
and everything.
Katsura and the others at the Sakura Inn,
Wonderful
I'm sure.
games, wonderful crazy story,
Come
never
join us there.
before done.
I'll buy you a drink.
Useless. You split these guys from head to toe, they're bleeding everywhere. And they're like, Bond shared. Only in Japan. Only in Japan do you fucking murder a dude. And he gets up and he's like, let's go for a drink. Nice. He was fun. The bombs was ridiculous though. I'm not really sure where the other guy came from. Play dead, drink sake. We got loads of new emotes. Don't we love our emotes? I wonder how to do these things. Nice. We still got him on the first attempt, even with all my muddy fucking shit. Handgun, cool, cool, cool. That could be nice. Handguns, yeah, right. Look at that. Ba, 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 ba. Now, when timed, the enemy's attack can cause them to panic. Oh, I smell Bloodborne. How did I do emotes again? No. Sometimes life finds a way. I remember looking at them. That's how I did that one. That's funny. Motomachi. I don't want something to believe in. Those who know Shogun. These are Bond missions. What the hell did I do? I did that. Maybe it was. Maybe I have to move over a bit, was it? It's the camera. How did I move? No. No. How did I move the mini items over? I've only ever done it by accident. One of those things we got like quick select items, but you have 3 fours of them. 3 little folders. I never used the others. Hi, Mr. Horse. Mr. Horse. That's his name. Mr. Ed. It's been out for years. Yeah, with the Star Wars Outlaws physical, you need internet. Yeah, I mean, people were giving out about that for a while in some games, and at this point, it's pointless because what it really means is that we're still stuck on the old Blu-rays, you know. So there's only 50 gigs on those old Blu-rays. This is what people don't understand. Can you name the amount of games that are only 50 gigs? Probably, or less than 50 gigs. Outside of indie small games, it's probably on one hand. You know what I mean? Like, Jesus fucking Christ. Everything is well above 60 to 80. Oh, didn't we just prove like Rocket League was fucking 60 or something? Yeah. Or so, one of these fuckers was madness. 33. What's this cunt? 73 for what's in it? Yeah, so you can tell we're out of control with this stuff. 90 fucking 5, dude, and it's a PS3 game. Anyway, come on now, come on. And the reason for that is these stupid idiots and their 4K requirements. So all these textures and sounds and everything has to be rendered extremely high, and then not proper compression. You know, the best compression out there is in-house Sony. They have this special technology to come up with called the Kraken, ironically. Kraken compression. But they're not just going to let any third-party dev use that. It's their own patent. But you can already tell that it causes issue. I think it's more got to do with the SSD and that, you know. You can figure that out. But yeah, so that's the reason. So either we install the rest of the game online, or you pay for 3 discs, you know, and the discs don't cost that much to make, but over the course of things, putting 3 discs in the game, it could easily drive it up to 100. Certain developers like CD Projekt Red and that have said that games being $70, they always bring this up, it's only $70. For fucking €80 over here. It's not fucking one-to-one conversion. And then say, oh, it's because you don't pay taxes over there. Motherfucker, we pay VAT. We do all that. We also pay for the fucking import that comes over here as well. So don't fucking tell us. Like, you think these discs are made down the road in Dublin? No, you dumbass. We have to pay the import across the water just to get our hands on the game. So, yeah. So that's why it is. So, I think one of the worst offenders is actually that Final Fantasy Rebirth. I think Red Dead Redemption was the same. They're doing this thing where it's a play disc and a data disc, you know that? So you're putting in the data disc, and then people in Japan got a really nasty surprise where some idiots printed the wrong stickers on the CDs. So the data disc was the play disc, and the play disc was the data disc. So they were like, I have a faulty game, I can't make this work, I can't, all that kind of shit, you know? It was just like a running joke. So yeah, I mean, Outlaws could just do that. They're like, here's your data disc. But in reality, I still think you're downloading it online, so what the fuck does it matter? I don't really care, honestly.
So
it's just people get that whole thing of like, what if my internet's out? What if I don't have internet? What if I'm in outer Mongolia with no internet? Like, that's on you, dude. You can literally fucking hotspot your phone to your console. Like,
should join us very soon.
It's a non-issue.
He's finding out all
yeah, the world
can
doesn't have fiber yet. And I've been talking about that enough. I said that the governments of all the world should mandate that every single human, even homeless people, should have access to 25 down minimum internet for free. For free. You're doing a service. Like, it's allowing them to do business online. It's allowing them to use stuff for ad revenue. You know, that kind of way. Like, it's literally pays for itself. And then it's at this point, as much as we have too many goddamn kids on the internet, it still is, in my opinion, one of those basic needs. And it's not as important as shelter and food, obviously, and cleanliness and that, but come on now. Like, it's literally, we can email emergency services if something goes wrong. We can even ring them online, you know, that kind of way. So, absolutely, there should be access to it. The infrastructure is there. It's just a greed problem with all the ISPs, you know. Or the, yeah, ISP. Is that, no, ISP?
Master Shogun is set to be executed soon. I've heard from several of my sources.
Greedy bastard.
I believe it to be true.
But yeah, you're right. Like, here's the thing, right?
I want everyone's
There's definitely
ideas
things we need to shift on these devs about,
the prison wall
give
is
them feedback on. There's a lot of stuff that is just a non-issue. Just angry little hate farmers that have nothing to put on their YouTube channels. That's all it is, you know.
Some of the girls are...
Like, the Ubisoft downgrade has been a thing since the old Assassin's Creed and Watch Dogs and that, you know. And it's true.
Our priority is
Stop
saving
showing
Master
a game
Shogun's life.
in
We
an
simply
incredible
don't have
light,
time for such
only to
games.
pull it back.
Do you have any better ideas?
Those pathetic officials are
What
nothing
happens
to
when
fear.
Vision
I say we march in
exceeds
from the front.
budget?
Genius plan. Number one.
I think it'll be great.
You
You know?
two give it a rest.
Its biggest draw was that you could launch
You have
into
any
space and go into the galaxy.
Indeed I
And
do.
watch that
There's a
be
watchtower
curtailed
right
somehow,
by the
you know.
prison. We could just climb it. They got
Sorry,
swoosh right
just a
in.
little load screen.
How does one
Get shot on
swoosh
Starfield
exactly?
because of that. I'm like, are you sure?
What?
How about
You
wait till
don't
we
know
play
how
it,
to
huh?
Swoosh?
It is
You
Ubisoft
know,
after
have
all.
a swoop or take a glide.
Look at Avatar. Avatar is like one of their better, newer games.
Perhaps you can
And
offer
after
us
about
an
10
option.
hours, it quickly devolved into the same Ubisoft stuff and everybody fell asleep. Like, shit. Of course, I saw it to completion and I love the tribes and everything. And I'm not even a super Avatar fan, you know? Really enjoyed that game. Gorgeous as well, and really captured the feeling of power and that flight and movement and everything. Just wonderful. Honestly, way better than Horizon Forbidden West. But that teach their own. People obsessed that game, and that's another game that they constantly bring up. Aloy, does she look like a man? Does she look like this? And they were talking about like Peach Fuzz, and they say she looks like Nick Avocado and all this. And I'm like, holy fuck. And then these are the same dudes that are the fat dude from the World of Warcraft guy in South Park, you know? This fat neck beard, fucking 40-year-old with fucking spots on his face and Cheeto dust on his dick because he can't wash his hands after touching himself. Dirty bastard. And that's exactly what we're dealing with here. That's what we're dealing with here. And they'll go on and rate women how they look like. I'm like, Jesus Christ. If that's not incel at that point, I don't know what it is. Okay, so we go with one person we favor one. And this guy over here, he was kind of a drunk, Jinzui. Storm the gate and the prison complex. I actually like that because I'm a good kind of... I like that face first stuff. And then he wants to enter the prison complex from the watchtower. That could be cool too. We could take out some guards as long as it's not too sneaky. I prefer to stick with Ryoma. This guy, although he's a bit of a drunkard, I get a bad vibe from him. I get him like he's playing both sides. Fuck you.
I knew it. I knew you'd get it.
But he could turn
Don't
on.
worry. I'll leave the swooshing up to you.
Very well. We will do as you suggest.
Dude, I hate that we have to like worry about do we
Alright,
actually own our games, you know?
Everyone.
And every smart
prepare
addict just
yourselves.
posts a picture of them holding the disc in the box, you know? I'm like, yeah, try putting that in there and see what happens. If the fucking game has gone off the store, if the license is revoked, all you have is a piece of plastic. This is why I still believe in the trade-in system. I'm sorry, I know it probably is still a crippling used game market side of things, and it's probably hurt more than it's helped, but once that goes away, then I'm really gonna be fucked, and I'm really gonna be pissed about everything. But you know, there's always Amazon and eBay, and yeah, fuck them all. Thing is, price is key. Price is always key. It doesn't matter what the game looks like. At the end of the day, when it comes down to you handing over your hard-earned cash that moment, whether it's your credit card or hard cash, you're always gonna be second guessing it, right? Like I do it. I mean, I bought these fucking 3 games. That was like 200 quid, you know.
I know.
As a gamer and streamer, I'm like, let's go. I'm hyped than ever. As an adult, I'm like, dude, that's like rent, that's groceries, that's bills. I'm like, stop it. Like, and they're gonna do it again on April 26th. We have Stellar Blade and Sandland coming out at the same time, and I want those games. What do you fucking do, you know? Because you can always wait on one. I don't expect Sandland to do crazy numbers in any which way. One, because it's kind of an unknown outside of that niche anime market, and it will get a little bit of a bump, sadly, because of the passing of Akira Toriyama. But as with any celebrity or anybody of worth passing, the internet forgets the day after. People don't even realize who's alive or dead anymore.
I should have known. That's a relief.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
definitely. Or the R2. I'm so desperate to
We're
play
of
that
the same
again.
mind, on the same
What a
page.
game. One of the best.
Right then. A great man finishes what he started. And all that.
You almost need like a little
Now
swear
head to the
jar or a
watchtower.
savings up jar and just put like a couple of pound into it every week and never touch it. And then by the time your favorite game comes out, you want to hope there's enough in it where, you know. Honestly, when it comes to whether I would get a game day one versus waiting, if I wasn't streaming, I think most of these games would be 50-50. But even though I play a nice bunch of games, I try. Oh, there's a little shooting star. I'm still missing a lot. Like, I didn't play Helldivers 2 or Foam Stars or really any of the PC big games either, because I just don't have the rig for it, you know. So trust me, no matter how many games I am playing, it's a mere fraction of what's actually out there. What sucks is though the ones I do play and the ones I either skip because I ran out of time are always the ones that go fucking viral, you know. It happens again and again. I'm like, fuck, you know. Both Power World and Helldivers 2, I kind of just missed out on. Played them a little bit offline, but yeah. I mean, there's always still time, but honestly, once that rush is gone, you're literally, at this point, you're competing with the booby streamers that are actually playing Helldivers 2, and like, what the fuck? Get green screen on my scrotum or something.
Quickly now! Please, I can't!
Don't do that!
Try and get him away from the dude. God, that was such a good fucking block. Fucking die, dude. Alright, let me see. Can I equip my gun? I can't. Okay, sorry. I wanted to try the handgun. I forgot about it. Your hat won't save you now, sir. Come on. He gets my key back. Nice.
Thank you for saving me.
You're welcome.
This isn't much, but I want you to have
3v1. Nice. I had to notice they died last time, so I actually aggroed all 3 of them on purpose because it looked like he was about to saw this fucker in half. That was fun. That was fun. I did kind of cheat a little bit at the last guy with the gun, just because I was like, this battle is dragging on a bit. That's when my concentration breaks. Yeah, what game are you? What do you think you'll bother with Star Wars Outlaws? I'll do that giveaway. You never know what'll happen, you know. It's the way to do it. You know me, I would be very happy when regulars win. One of the people that deserve it instead of the fucking stragglers. The stragglers who come in. You get disheartened with the giveaway stuff because they come and they go. There's a few people that come back in and like, thank you so much, and they're like, oh, but you know, they're not regulars. It's crazy how many winners are in countries that do not support PayPal. You have to balance with all that kind of stuff. It's very tough. Like for me, every now and then I try and give away subs here and there. You know what I mean? And you're very nice. Always fucking giving me your prime and that, you know, when you can. I appreciate that. I don't really have sub goals or anything like that, you know. I don't offer much when you do have a sub, but that's where the giveaways and stuff comes in as well. But I try and do stuff like that. But the problem is, you gotta deal with people's psychology, you know. And Twitch is a great test bed. That's why I like it. It's a giant social experiment. It's just titties and incels for the most part. But when you actually dig down deeper and get through all the cracks, literally and figuratively, you actually realize that there's a really cool social experiment going on there. It's kind of cool. It's like watching an ant farm except for all humans, you know. Watching it and see who kills who actually gets crossed over and who's just a racist bastard. All that kind of stuff. And what's interesting I found is the humankind will find a way to get anything for free. And once they do, they have no value of anything anymore. So when it comes to like the giveaways and subs, you see constant beggars, you know, like especially in the big streamers. They'll be surrounded by 10,000 subs. They'll have their number up because they're that much of narcissists that they have to have their fucking numbers up. It's not even a sub goal, it's just a sub number just to can beat the other guy. And you can just see the constant begging in the chat for subs. But once this happens, once that little tiny, it's like a baby bird waiting for their mom to vomit in their mouth. That's what most of this generation's like, these kids. They don't care. Once they get something for free, they never will pay for it again. Ever. Ever. Trust me, even if they feel FOMO, they will never pay for it again. Even if a fiver drops out of the sky and they're like, ooh, they will not. And the reason for that is because they got it for free. It's the same thing. This is a child mentality, you know. If you take a bite out of an ice cream and they realize that the last time they let it fall on the ground, the ice cream parlor was nice enough to give them a replacement ice cream, they're going to keep coming back and eating the ice cream and then dropping it on the ground. I've seen it, used to see it. I hate to bring them up, but the traveler community used to eat the entire meal in a restaurant, then pluck out one of their hairs and put it in the food and say there was a hair in it. And they're there like, you know, using a toothpick to clean their teeth and burping and patting their belly at a full meal and then ready to get a new one, you know. Like, people have this innate ability, no matter how much of a good person you are, we all love a sale and a bargain, and shit, free stuff is free. Even I'm the same. I'm like, fuck yeah, let's go. Free samples.
Watchtower ladder is broken.
Because it's our stupid relationship with money is the problem.
But I'd appreciate a little
Those
help.
who don't have any are considered lower class and worthless to society. Those who have too much are considered worthless to society, but are not worthless to me or you. That's the problem. It's our relationship with money. The quicker we do away with the fucking numbers in a bank and little fucking green money in your wallet, it'll be all the better. Go back to bartering. Go back to seeing that how much our moral and social standing actually affects our value, you know. And that shouldn't really work either, but trust me, if you're a good person, good things should happen, but that's not how the world works, sadly. Fucking sucks, huh?
I'm short of wood.
Current gen
gather
console.
some for me?
Could you play it on your PC, on your laptop? Probably could. I still play a lot of newer games on my PC, and I just turn everything down to low. Nice. I filled that too high so it lasts the whole stream. You won't see me with a Stanley Cup. Alright, gather wood. Apparently I have 18 out of 30 already. It seems like special wood. Anyway, we could talk about this stuff all the time, huh? In terms of Fortnite, like, it really is every second session is good and bad, right? I try and... It's a very hard thing to do mid-game because you're just ready to kick some ass, you know? But I try and be as, you know, critical with, you know, with feedback, you know? I'm trying to be constructive with it. It's very hard because you're in the heat of the moment, you're just angry. But, yeah, there's genuine things that I want, because like I said it even at the end, I'm like, this is like one of the most played games, and it can truly be a good game in that moment, but there is so much holding it back, and I don't know if it's because of the algorithm, I think it is, but I am getting inundated with constant people giving out about the new locker, the new store, and just the general map and everything. They're saying like, oh, Fortnite's losing its style, its love, everything, you know, everything they loved about it. I think it's just the algorithm. You know, when you click on one tweet, you're going to get 5 or 6 of the same, so it makes it seem like you're in a echo chamber when you're not really. You got to remember that's what these websites are for. They want you to be served back the thing that you already saw, you know, whether it's cats and dog videos or, unfortunately, some hateful like far right shit. They don't care, because what the algorithm has done is like, if this person enjoyed this, give them more of this, they'll stay here. That's all they care about. And that, it does include like porn and some really horrible, you know, activated shit, as I call it. The best way of putting it, I call people activated. It's when they spend too much time online, or 4chan or Reddit or Twitter, and they are unrecognizable to their family, to themselves, you know. It's very dangerous. It's a psychosis. It's extremely dangerous. It comes from that echo chamber where you're reinforcing bad practices and bad takes. Very, very dangerous. Hence why this woman went on a killing spree after the eclipse. Something had served her. There was clearly a mental break there, you know. And something had... She was obviously far too deep in this whole tarot reading and all that kind of stuff. Divination. Very dangerous stuff. Where the hell did you boys come from? You just hurt my toe. I love that. That red mark on them is called cowering, and what it means is they're literally afraid of you because of your skill. It's kind of cool. You can raise that to unbelievable levels where they'll just fall on the ground and give up. If you can assassinate a person who gets so afraid and shocked by it, you can kill their friend right next to them pretty fast. Alright, looks like this guy is being taken hostage. Let's see, can we get up here? I don't know what this is. We've stumbled into this, but I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Sleepy, sleepy, snooze, snooze. It's okay, children at home. He's just going for the long sleep, the long vacation. The long dick of the law. There's a guy walking around. He knows he shit himself, but it doesn't matter. I do go on Reddit from time to time. I know it's a cesspit. Reddit and Twitter to toss up who's worse on the day, you know. But yeah, it's so sad to see what happened to that woman, because I just can't understand where there wasn't friends, family. No, this isn't a hostage at all, dude. Friends, family, you name it. Nobody stood in there and helped that one. Yeah, there's moments where wellness checks need to happen, and there's moments where it's like someone needs to take this woman away. And if there's such a bad press about taking people away to the mental hospital, maybe how about having people stay with them in their own house, you know, overnight, whatever it needs to be. Actual trained people, maybe having restraints on hand just in case. I know it might seem like an invasion of privacy, but then what is the issue of going to the mental hospital? Because there's a stigma, right? Yeah, see, we still have not broke down fucking 300-year-old stigmas around this stuff. We never will. Alright, I think we have enough now, do we? Watch down. It just keeps telling me to get more. I think I've got enough. For some reason it's telling me it's under the floor there. Watchtower repairs. Okay, cool. Now, I really like this game. Now, the political side of it, I do switch off a little bit. Now, I got into some of the politics stuff of a few other games, but for the most part, I do switch off. I find it all just talky, let me kill somebody. You know? It can work, and a lot of people get very intrigued by it, and I get it, but oh man, is it just talking. That's how I feel about most politics. I mean, there's just so much we could do in the world if everybody wasn't paying these politics and people weren't just standing around talking and we just got shit done. Oh, you can hear him like he's scared shit. Ayah! One of my favorites. See if I can do this. Oh, I think he might have seen me. I can't get up here. Maybe I can over here, can I? Maybe. It's one of those games that the running jump. I must have been over here. It's the grapple kill. Really, really fun. Let me see if we can get it. I might be able to get this guy. He's not fully. Yep. Nice. Nice. I kind of wish you would hang him by the grapple, but it's all good. Beggar Scamper Children. You also get a really tasty kill with the glider. Oh, I just missed it there. He went back inside. Oh. Yeah, I gotta keep an eye on this box here. Constant moan about everything. Yeah. Just take a look at the Fortnite subreddit. Yeah, dude. Holy God. Constant moaning, yeah. I feel like I do that a lot, though. I do. I feel like I do moan about stuff. I think it's because, like, right now, what I'd say, like 1,300, 1,400 hours. That's a lot. The most I've ever played probably of a game since Call of Duty back in the day, you know? So, it doesn't mean I know what's right or anything, but it does mean that our feedback, although in the heat of the moment it's not much good, but there is some merit to it. We just have to pick apart the anger. You know, there's a clear issue with the mantle system. Like, most of my problems with Fortnite comes from a very basic, you know, feel. The feel of the game is wrong, and it has been since the Unreal Engine 5 moved in. I don't really care about the art style because that's so subjective. Yeah, the original was a bit more cartoony and more recognizable as Fortnite, but it's just the way things go. It's the way time goes, you know. For everyone screaming about that, they want more realistic God of War and more realistic Uncharted, so you just can't expect both, you know. Times go with what wins. But the feel of the game is atrocious, absolutely. I've never had such anger from trying to just do basic movement and mantle, and yeah, it feels rotten to the core. It really, it's like the map and the player character are not interacting with each other. They're fighting against each other. This is why most of the movement systems are always guaranteed get away from the ground, you know? Flying, massive jumping, shockwave grenade, you know? Because you can't fucking move between the rocks and buildings and everything in between. They're so goofy for that. How can you get the feel of the game
You
wrong?
went and got it for me. Thanks.
I've got a
This
bad
is
feeling that the
just
same
what I
thing
need.
is going to happen with multiverses. I've been very vocal about my annoyance with Unreal Engine 5. I think just in general, I think it's undercooked. And we're even just starting to see certain games on Unreal Engine 4 in its late stages that look absolutely amazing. Some of the best looking games that you have played, the most lifelike ones, are actually Unreal Engine 4 games. I don't think Unreal Engine 5 was ready at all. At all. And now we're just, as people have said, we are the beta testers. Fortnite's at one giant beta test now. And it shows. Yeah, it can be beautiful at moments. Do you think I'm looking off into the sunset with someone sniping me in the back? Get the fuck... It's a... Oh my god. It's such a good example of what's wrong with this generation. And I blame all these fucking monitor and TV and graphics card whores that they just can't stop buying the new thing just because they want to shit on their friends or FOMO, you know? That's so stupid. It's spending fucking $3 on a PS5 and $5 on a graphics card. Fuck, it's stupid. Stupid. And they are the ones that have destroyed this economy. There's nobody else. You're feeding the rich. You're giving those same trillion and billion dollar companies even more money. Just so you can have a new pair of kicks and Supreme wear. And it's horrible. They're complete morons. Absolute morons. Every single one of them. Most of them are doing it for the YouTube channel, whatever, and they're beside the point, you know. People like Linus Tech Tips and or Roby Tech and all that, you know. They're actually reviewing and building PCs. That's different, you know. Talking about the everyday man who's no problem being on his third credit card just because he doesn't want to miss out because Johnny down the road has a 4090 Ti, you know. Fuck off. You don't even understand what is going on in the economy. You're destroying the place, just for your own materialistic, selfish needs. It's stupid. And here I am standing on the last legs of a, what is it, a 9030, a 9060 or something, and then everyone's screaming at me to get a new PC, and I'm like, hey, every time I look, there's a new graphics card out. Maybe I'll just wait from the very last moment that I need to, and I'll get a banging deal, half the price you paid for yours, and I'll be just as fucking happy. It's that simple. I'm a man who knows the value of a dollar. I grew up in rural Ireland where every fucking dollar counted. We were far from poor, but we weren't rich, and we were surrounded by a lot of rich farmers and a dumb barrister who ended up being a corrupt bastard stealing money from old people. So trust me, I know the value of a fucking euro, a dollar, an Irish pound. I know. So no matter how good I am, and I'm doing good these days. Another reason why I never ask for subs or anything, I'm like, why would I line my pocket even more? You know, I made some good investments. I'm very happy where I am, even as I moved from being a property owner to just renting now, you know, and rent is out of control. But this is just what happens. You go from one bubble to the next, and you're waiting for this bubble to burst, you know. And I think I will invest again when this bubble bursts, and I do think the housing market will crash. I don't think it'll be a global economic crash like it was in '08. I think it was the housing market that brought it down, but I think in this case it'll just be a housing crash, which seems to happen at this point nearly every 15 years or so, which is hilarious. Keep making the same mistakes, ripping off the people,
Sorry
mortgages
to
to the
interrupt.
roof,
I
rent
was
through
so
the roof,
worried about my
repeat
brother. I had
forever.
to come.
Like every month is a new GPU. Exactly, dude.
I
I
haven't
went
seen
when I
anyone
first looked
coming
into
or
stuff.
going.
I remember specifically
means
it was when Eric and
he's
Laura, they were
still
getting new
in
laptops.
there.
And I'm like, ooh, and they got like 3060,
heard
3080.
the
No, it was
plan
actually
was to
20. It was 2080
swoosh right
turbos
in,
or something. I can never keep up
whatever
the names,
that entails.
but they were so nice. Those laptops
Are
are
you
awesome, and it made
all
me
set?
super like. I was like, okay, now's the time. Let's do this. And then I waited, and then my friends got a new PCs with 3060s. And then I waited, and now here I am. I've changed my graphics card in my fucking basket 4 times. 4 fucking times. So, yeah.
That's great.
Why bother?
I shall pray.
As much as I
For your
think
safe
PC gaming
return.
is probably the best of all worlds,
Have you
you're also
spoken
looking
to
at
my
something that
husband?
barely has a 3-year shelf life.
Genzui is liable
You
to
can
rush
get 10
in
years
there
out of it, but in
by
terms of
himself at the
its
last
shelf life
moment.
and what people think
If
is
we
the
wait too
new,
long,
they're only
the
about 3 years, and that's
sentence will be
fucked up. We
carried
used to
out,
get new graphics cards
all
the
will be
same
in
as
vain.
consoles every 8 years or so.
Please, do all you can to
NVIDIA
save
are out
my
of control.
brother.
They're out of control. I'd say they've probably launched about 15 graphics cards in the last like 2-3 years maybe. It's fucking madness, dude. It's madness. Between the TIs, the supers, turbos.
All right, let's get swooshing.
Holy shit. Alright. Defeat formidable foes. Infiltrate the prison complex. Let go! Alright, here's our first victim. Give me what?
Look at me! I flew like a bird.
See, is there a back way in here? Ooh, that was sexy. Yeah. Apple are to flame. Yeah. Telling you. It sets a bad precedent. Everything is bad. Yeah. So yeah, with Fortnite, God, I want it to be better than it is. You know what I mean? Because when you have those amazing moments, even through annoying shit in the game, mantling and stuff, it feels amazing. And that's that same really lovely feeling that any truly competitive game will give you, if done right. But you should be getting those special moments every game, honestly, you know. Not necessarily a win, just that little wow moment, you know. But it's not like that, you know. Now it's one a session. I think there's just too many cooks spoiling the broth, you know. And there's far too much emphasis on greed and skins and selling us V-Bucks. And it's very obvious. And they've made an absolute killing, you know. One of the fastest growing companies, I'd say. So what's the deal, you know? I mean, how much money is enough? How much greed is enough? How do we get in here? I see no door. I guess it's got to do with this chest here. I want to get him, but I don't think I can do anything fancy with him. He's just on the edge of both sides. Oh, I can. Okay, cool. It doesn't always kill them. The grapple hook kill.
That was smooth.
It doesn't always kill them. It depends on what kind of an enemy they are. If they're like a general type, don't kill them. These are little bodyguards to not much good, but it definitely cuts down me just pissing through everything. Alright. Still says it's over here somewhere. I'm thinking it's probably a door with a gate and you have to find the gate. And that looks like an alarm or a bell. Maybe I can get rid of that. There's a little homie there. He didn't see me. Ah, good old 360 AI. Dust barely settling on the last one. Yeah, yeah.
Nicely done.
That's where the consoles kind of work out better. Because, say what you want. Can I destroy this? No. You're still going to get like 6 or 8 years out of them. Maybe it's through the roofs and they're very, very small windows. No. That's why the pro stuff, it kind of feels like those came about thanks to graphics cards. Technology does move at an alarming pace, and it still does, but they're chasing the wrong thing, you know? We are just chasing 4K, 8K, 12K, and it's, what the fuck cares about that, you know? Who the fuck cares? The only people who care about that stuff is the guy who's already invested $5 grand into a TV. That's on you, little buddy boy. Nobody else did that but you. But they have to then buy stuff to allow that purchase to make sense, you get me? And then you get into this nasty thing where they're buying expensive stuff, put up with their other, incompatible with their other expensive stuff.
Very nice.
You find out their entertainment system is like worth fucking 15 grand, and a house fire takes it out in a second. Sure that shit, boy.
Yoshida, the new arrival,
I really do hope the Doctor
he
Who
was
stuff
here,
happens. I
but
do.
they took him off somewhere.
This is a kind of like, fuck you leakers, here it
Seems
is.
the guards had it in for him.
I like rumors, I love rumors, I bring them up all the time, it gives excitement. But I don't like leakers, you know? Like right now we're on the cusp of, oh shit, you scared the shit out of me, dude. That's my phone in my hand. We're at the cusp of like E3 and Summer Game Fest and all that. It's super fun, but yeah, they're leaking way too much stuff. We already know like Gear 6 is coming and Hellblade and all this other stuff. You know, I'd rather rumors, even if they don't become a real thing. I hope we see some Fable stuff. It's been too long.
Could really do with a bath after this.
Are you stanking? Honestly, I would get a current gen console, but I don't see the point since I probably won't get much use of maybe Fortnite watching DVDs. Yeah, oh, don't get me started, dude. Both of these new consoles with Blu-rays and DVDs, it's excruciatingly difficult to get them going. And PlayStation has always been the premier Blu-ray stuff. Like the PS3, one of the main reasons it's sold because it, I know there's a dude walking down there somewhere. It was a cheap Blu-ray at the time. If you can believe it, people spending €700 on a Blu-ray player. People say like, oh, inflation bad. Like, motherfucker, things have always been expensive because dumbasses keep buying them. Used to spend over $1,000 on a Blu-ray player. And that's why the PS3 at 700 was a cheap Blu-ray player. People are goofy. Sony are always like that. They've made premier stuff, or at least they thought it. So they thought that came with a premier price. Now look how the mighty have fallen. You've got no phones, shit TVs, and one of the worst built consoles. Might not be the worst console, but it's the worst built. The build quality is out of control shit. Is this the way we're supposed to go? No. Maybe. It's kind of cool. It's blocked off. What the fuck is the point? This is probably for an exit cutscene or something. Yeah, so I'm telling you, I don't know where Sony get their stuff built anymore. I think a lot of the outsourced things were made in Taiwan and made in China. We used to always make that joke, but not realizing that although it might have been sweatshops and everything else, even child labor, my god, would they made well. But nowadays it's like, it's all crap, it's all the cheapest, and you even see the stuff on Shein and all that, and it's like, holy god, it's just slumped together. Alright, 2 ladders. Maybe this ladder might be better. Or it's in, like, a lot of the clothes come from Bangladesh now. I don't know why that's cheaper. This is the same place from earlier. We're just following this guy around. You meant to try and get past him or something? He probably will be a formidable foe. Yeah, there's no point to go down there yet. That must be for later. Yeah. You could spend your fucking youth
Impressive.
complaining about stuff. You just feel like an old dude.
If I could just swipe that key, I could let myself out. But the guards won't
I
budge
think
from my
at the end of the day, most of us don't mind paying for stuff, even a little premium
What's
price.
that?
We just don't want to be fucked over. It's a very
They're in the
simple
building on the other side
need
of the grounds.
not to get fucked over. Be it from game devs, fucking... At this point now, it's getting dangerous to even buy food because half the stuff gets recalled afterwards. You're like, have I been eating poison shit this whole time? Or now you see all the damage that these snack foods have been doing to kids. They're actually saying it's been affecting DNA and stuff. That scares the life out of me, that does, because I've been saying for the longest time that there's something vicious going on in the world. That we got to the point where nearly like 1 in 3 kids have some extreme, major, like, mental issue. That's before they even... I know a lot of stuff was misdiagnosed, so that can account for a lot of it, but not all of it. And then, oh, we're back down here then. Where the fuck are you sending me, boy? Obtain the prison complex key. I bet it's got to do with this tunnel. See, if you make me go on this tunnel again that goes nowhere, I'm gonna be pissed. Why is it blocked anyway? Maybe it's a way back? I don't know. But yeah, the most important thing that we need to do as people, as governments and all that, is to protect the next generation, you know? And we don't do that. We've never done that. Between the creepy groomers online, allowing kids online in general too early, and just abusers and stuff, but even our schools aren't safe. Nowhere's safe for them. It's fucking shocking. We've failed monumentally. You blame every generation you want, but what's happening in the here and now is what we have control of. And clearly we've lost that control. It's fucking sad. How are you supposed to have a proper chance at life if you're going to be harboring some trauma from whatever happened to you as a kid, or what you saw, even what you saw, you know? That's fucking sad. But most of us are just adults that are moving through life with chips on our shoulders and trauma on our shoulders. That's really fucked up. We're just people at the end of the day, you know? There are some inherently evil people, but most of them, very rare, like 1% of them are born that way. The rest are made. They're made by, you know, bad environments and in fucking institutionalized horrible bastards. Nice, he actually saw me before him, but because I murked the other guy quick enough, he got the fear. He got the fear put in him. Some of these grapple points are absolutely pointless, but because it's a prison, you can't get around very well. We got a dude over there, keys in the back. We're kind of stealthing it a bit, right? Honestly, my autopilot stealth is better than any of my concentration. And I would say you can make whatever you want of that. That doesn't make any sense at all. The more I concentrate, the more I fuck up. Sounds about right. But yeah, one thing I'll always be grateful is the streaming, hanging out with you guys, and that. It's brought a lot of people closer. There's a lot of bad apples out there though, but it's up to us, instead of making memes and jokes about it, to weed these fuckers out. Trust me, that's not that hard to do. It just takes someone with some cop on.
Damn.
Fucking dog!
Here they come.
I didn't kill him. This is kind of mean, all three of us. Sorry, buddy. Nice. Well, I'm all dirty. So what you can't tell is there's like a red, grey, and blue symbol that appears beside their health and their name. It's actually different stances. And that's why she was doing that funny move like... Yeah. Different special moves and different stances. This is actually the Odachi I got from the first big boss who brick-walled me at the start. And it's been very good to me. Now, you have an option to spare these people. They make it sound as if it's going to reveal itself to be some amazing big morality choice, but we all know video games, right? You and I all know that choice is irrelevant in games. The cutscenes have already been made. You and I know it's all over the front. Hey, what are you doing? He's gonna ring the alarm. Stop him. Oh my god, we're all stuck. Please go up. Oh, you fucking bastard AI cunt. He blocked it. I couldn't stop. He's still doing it. Are you a fucking rehab or something? Is your mama a fucking test tube, baby? Second generation test tube, baby? What a dumbass. You see that? I couldn't go up because he wouldn't go down. Cunt. And then you just let him ring the bell. And that's why stealth and AI don't work, my friends. But keep designing them. Keep designing them. One day you'll get it right, you know. I'm long dead. Yeah. Holy fucking shit. So there you go. I don't ruin stealth. AI does. And even though he rang the bell, nobody has changed their position. What a special system. I swear to God, if I could go back in time and find the developer who created suspicion meters and all that stuff. In Assassin's Creed, mind you, it was okay in Splinter Cell and Metal Gear Solid 1, 2, and 3. Just Assassin's Creed seems to have done it. Now, there's someone else probably helped with Assassin's Creed. Look at these fucking burnt, charred bodies, man. Holy shit. Look like trash bags. I would slap him silly, you know. What part of Assassin's got to do with stealth? You good, sir? Every box is not your mom, okay? You don't have to smack it around. Alright, let's see if this shit works again. Every time I do this, it falls asunder. Basically, a distraction tool. Don't we love distraction tools? Emphasis on the tool. Oh, this is the right way.
Nicely done.
I do have a bulb on him. Yeah. Playing new games. No, I get you, dude. I think that most of the reason is, like, you're pretty content in those kind of survival games. Well, I've got absorbed in a good few of them, and I had my time with Minecraft. Minecraft's just a money printing game, and you'll notice that they talk about, from the dawn of Fortnite, and even before that, we have had such a change in people's buying habits. I think it's probably since the dawn of Minecraft. It's not a bad thing. I think we need these games. Like, it's better to keep people playing. But these 6 are the crown champions, you know what I mean? And I don't think, outside of the game going offline or somebody fucking dying or something, it's never going to change. It's just not. And it doesn't have to. But the problem with it is not that they're popular. The problem is it's made each one of these companies extremely, extremely rich. And not one of them feel the need to ever implement really great updates, you know? Fortnite, Minecraft, GTA, Call of Duty, and a whole host of other little wank stains along the way. Not one of them has implemented things that are really just earth-shattering, you know? Why the meme is usually, can we get number 2, you know? That's a powerful gun, just clean off, huh? In reality, it just probably just blow his head off. Like, so yeah, that's kind of sad. I think that's where most of us have this small issue with. Sorry, doggy. We don't want these games to go away. We want them to come back. Better updates. Better expansions. Better story.
Hey, you're not looking so good.
Thanks, you look like shit yourself. Just anything in general, you know. Fortnite, the problem with them is we've already told these devs, whether we like to admit it or not, we've told them out and out that all we want is more skins and emotes, because that's all that sells. Every time they've ever done stories in the background, no one cares. It's nice to look back now and be like, oh, remember when Jonesy had a backstory and blah blah blah. Yeah, no one cared. Remember when GTA had 14 different fucking DLCs coming? Yeah. No one cares. They just bought all the fucking shark cards. They don't fucking care. It's a different name, depending on the game. It serves the exact same purpose. This motherfucker has no idea I'm up here dancing. I really love to see what the AI does.
Impressive.
Oh no, you're supposed to glide over. What the fuck? You just jumped over my assassination? I've never seen that before in my life. Not reckless. What did you just throw on the ground? Damn, the timing on those guys. They have such a flamboyant way of striking. I can't even see it half the time. What is this water? Damn it, bitch! You took too long with that stuff. Why didn't you go up here? I didn't even kill him. God dang. Sometimes you just gotta wail on them, sadly. Enemies in control of this area. Where? Oh yeah, apparently there's one over here. It's probably a dog. One of those games that takes you out of crouch when you roll. It defies logic. But then you can do this thing where you can run and slide into crouch. But if I roll in crouch, I'm out of crouch. Now, what's the best way of catching up with an enemy when you're crouching? I do declare it is fucking rolling. Stop taking me out of crouch, please. Hey, Pyro, how's it going, dude? I get you. It's the weekend. It's the weekend. Since stuff labeled with gaming is normally shit or badly made, yeah. No, I didn't say normal energy drinks are good for you. I was just saying how I feel about them. Oh shit. Say that Sneaker Rat, that's Monster Red Bull, whatever else is good for you. No, none of that shit is. Sneaker Rat, like chemicals that people putting in their bodies. Yeah, with the, when I was mentioning the food, yeah. It's true. Problem is, we'll buy anything that's popular, you know? And then you get the fucking FDA and the scientific studies done afterwards. It's like, oh yeah, you have a bleeding ulcer in your fucking stomach or colon. Who would have thought it, you know? But since the dawn of time and kids advertising, it's always been this way. They will sell you everything. They were killing us with lead paint. They had kids selling cigarettes. They were using cocaine, actual cocaine. Not like the stuff you snort. Actual cocaine, even worse, even pure. To cure coughs and colds and stuff, you know? So, yeah. It's always the way. It's always the way. It's greed over common sense. So, yeah, with the game and stuff, you have arguably more games, more gamers, more money just flowing around, you know? Yes, they say there's no growth. They say there's no this, no that. Yeah. There's no way of bringing out new consoles and new games. Games are more expensive to make. That's a you problem, motherfucker. If you can't budget, you seriously just sack your fucking financial officer. It's as simple as that. Can't. The fuck would I need a Spider-Man 2 game? It's $350 million to make. That's pure money laundering. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. Alright, we're gonna have to fight the warden, maybe? I fucking love gaming. I'm not going anywhere. I'll see it when it turns into a HoloLens, hologram, sex robot fucking mess that it will in the next 30 years, but I'll still be here. Ooh. This bloody mess. Fucking hell, the torture that was going on here. Can't even be bothered to wash the blood off the walls. Oh, definitely feels it's locked. He's gonna lock us in here, isn't he? Yep. Oh, that's a big chungus.
Oi, you!
Yes.
How did you get in here?
I opened the fucking door. How'd you get in here? Take a bus. These guys are hard to fight. I can't even move.
Don't be reckless.
Insta kill. Sheesh.
Sorry for the trouble.
He's gonna use like E Honda palm, you know. Very tough. What's he putting on him? Yikes. Putting water on him. I can't even get up. Holy shit! He never let her up there. That's a tough one. Ah, it still hit her. He wasn't even aiming at her. This guy's gonna cause a lot of trouble.
Well, looks like I've got a fight on my hands.
Come on, bitch. Fucking throw it at me. How do you parry fists?
You're not looking so good.
Shut up, you fucking dillhole. How about you act like an AI and actually fucking attack the enemy? Fucking useless. Oh, bollocks. I hate that they get complete and utter. They tank through your special attack and then get priority. Come on, bitch. You big smelly fucking stank leg.
It's not over. I'm
It's
just
not
getting
over.
started.
Come on, bitch. Jesus! Ah, come on, lads, do something. The AI is just standing around. Jesus Christ. Oh, that is tough. Oh, he insta-grabbed this guy. Holy shit. Ooh, that's so hard to block that. Look at that insta-grab. Holy shit. We're fucked. We're so used to blocking swords, trying to block fists. Not so easy. Oh, he's dead too. Jesus! With the fucking power bombs. Finish him! Damn, he almost killed all three of us. That was insane. When he threw the weapon away, I was like, oh, it's on now. You're fucked. And I'm telling the AI is, it's just like it was in their other games. I'd rather be able to dismiss them because it has this really cool idea where it's like, let's pull the aggro away while also not. So it switches back and you get attacked by the timing of another enemy's attack. It's crazy. You think you're kind of in the safe. You'd want prior knowledge, like be able to see into the future to block some of these attacks. Because he's already aiming for the other guy on the other side of the battlefield. But you get hit by it because it switches off aggro. So they pull the aggro away. And then when you're, say you're like charging up something, I don't want them to defeat them for me. But it sure would be nice just on a basic understanding of AI to have them attacking. What they usually do is they'll do 10% of their normal damage. Because if you switch over them, you're doing the actual damage. But if you see an AI attacking an enemy, you can see that he's doing chip damage. And I'm fine with that. I don't want them to be overpowered. I just want some basic understanding of aggro and aggro pull and AI. It should. It's the same with Final Fantasy VII. It's the same with Dragon's Dogma 2. They don't understand how to do AI pathing properly. It's very simple.
I expect you have
Aggro
risked your
pull,
life to
yes.
be here,
Attack,
but I am
yes.
afraid
You know?
you must leave.
Watching them stand around blocking, and watching them stand around just staring at the enemy as he's doing a special move and pummeling the shit out of you. Now this guy here, Ryoma, I don't know if we've seen the Blade Twin and him in the same place. Maybe we have, but he suspiciously has a glove on. I don't think his other hand has one. It might do, but we know that our Blade Twin has a prosthetic hand because we thought he was dead. He got his arm chopped off and saved our life, but in actuality, he survived and has a prosthetic arm, which is way, I think it's just something cool they put in the game because it's way above anything they've ever made in this time, you know. Jesus Christ. It's like Terminator. We're getting you out of here, your sister's waiting. This guy wants to remain in jail, is it?
What's that?
Become like a political prisoner?
Here.
Yeah, dude, there's plenty of different
It
fences
matters
to die
not.
on. How's your day going anyway,
I
pal?
cannot leave this place. I have done nothing wrong, you see. Were I to escape, it would be an admission of my guilt.
Please,
See?
Master Shogun. Japan
It is true.
changing.
They do say that the innocent people never
need
run.
you
But you
to show us
haven't
what
dealt
new form it
with
should
the
take.
justice system. Absolutely innocent people
Listen to
run.
me, Ryoma.
Especially if it happens to be
It is
a
you
bunch
who will build
of
this
white
nation,
cops.
who will
And
define
sadly,
its
any
form
person
for
of
future
color.
generations.
Because of the state
Listen
of things
to
that
your
have
heart.
become.
Walk the
It's almost
righteous
just like
path.
having a orange racist president
You are capable
has just
of greatness.
brought back all that racism
I have
from
every
the fucking
faith that you will
16,
succeed.
17 and 1800s.
The
Well
people
done.
must
Well done,
rise
Orange
and
Man.
demand revolution.
In a world
How
with
else can
high
change
technology,
endure?
how these presidents and
It is
dictators
within
aren't being
any
assassinated
individual's
is beyond
power
me.
to envision our
Cowardly
future and
population.
shape it.
Cowardly. Both on the Russian side and American side,
All
the whole
they
lot.
need do is discover their purpose.
In a world where
and
these
my
cunts
death
would rather
just might
attack
help
children
them
when you've an
decide.
orange man in,
Do you see
in
now?
power,
Death is my
and
final
then you've
task.
got a fucking moron like Putin. Just
But
putting
I
all his
have
misery.
one request.
This is how people
Give
like
this
Hitler
to
and that
Fumi.
get into power. Dumbass population do nothing. Like, you go back and look, this is why during that time, like, people are like, oh, we gotta move on and forget about these things and let the next generation not have to suffer for the last. And I'm like, well, I'm sorry, but if your grandparents were in that regime, then they obviously were sipping the Kool-Aid, completely brainwashed, and stood by and did some horrible shit, you know? They're just as bad as he is. We all use him as the ultimate evil, right? They're all just as bad as he is. I don't care if you're subject to the fucking firing line, if you're going to get tortured and killed just because you stand up against them. There's plenty of fucking things you can do. It's so stupid. It's just a weak mind. We call it copium these days, but it's weak mind. If something was to happen tomorrow and the English thought they could invade Ireland, I would lay down everything I have. I would slaughter left, right, and center. I wouldn't give up an inch of this land, you know? Fuck that shit. And that's how I feel about Ukraine, Syria, and anyone else that feels the need to run. If you're a civilian with pitchforks and your bare fists against people with heavy artillery and guns, trust me, they can't kill millions upon millions of you. You have to stand up for your country. There's one thing about running away and fighting another day, but that's not what they're doing. They're running away and taking shelter in our country, and it doesn't come off as a good thing at all. Absolutely, when it comes to getting the children out of there, but
Counting on you.
why women
only we had
and
met in a different
men
place
cannot
and
stand
time.
up, and I firmly believe that women can stand up as well. This thing of like, oh, get the women and children out of there first. I get that, but you noticed how, like, if you bring up male and female stuff today, it's sexist this way and it's sexist that way. But it sure seems whenever there's a tragedy, there's an emergency, or there's war times, it sure fucking seems like they're like, nothing wrong with being like an innocent woman at that point, or a helpless woman at that point. That's not true at all, you know. We had a lot of women that were fantastic during World War One and II, we just never talked about. So when it comes down to that, like, everybody should pick up arms against an invader. No country should ever be subjugated from another one, you know? No way. Even this day and age. We look back at all these history books and you're like, that would never happen today. Well, my friend, open a book, open a window, open your front fucking door and see exactly what the fuck is going on in the world. It is happening as we live and fucking breathe. Idiots. And I watch all this footage of Russian people going into McDonald's and running around and just going into fashion stores like nothing's going on, as if their horrible leader is not fucking destroying stuff. It's crazy to me. Just goes to show, man, people do not fucking care. If it doesn't involve them directly, they don't fucking care. Never have and they never will. You are complicit in that, I'm sorry. At that point, they're just as bad as he is. We're supposed to be a higher being, you know, the fucking high end of the food chain and higher intelligence. And we are so backwards. So stupid. Hell yeah. That was a bit of fun with Rocket League, wasn't it? I was tonight and finished that stinky project new stuff on Monday. Nice, dude. That was rough. It seemed to kind of get on top of you for a while, but it sounded like you just knuckled down and got on with it, even if you were kind of gritting your teeth. Good on you, dude. Welcome to adulthood. And a lot of that is that, unfortunately. A lot of it is that. It's like, fucking hell. Bosses and people that have no knowledge. That was a fun little mission. We did like 90% stealth there. Hey DPG, how's it going, dude? I didn't know Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes
He might have decided
Disney?
to sacrifice
I saw it
himself.
come up on some timeline. It's mad.
It is very like him.
Yeah, definitely. Like, out of all the movie series that you do bring up a lot, some of them I like talking about, you know. I like talking about Pirates of the Caribbean and that. But the Planet of the Apes, I don't give a flying fuck. I enjoyed the one from the 2000s. It was a bit of a random one. I think it wasn't it Tim Burton? No, yeah, maybe it was. Was it Tim Burton? I do get Tim Burton and Peter Jackson mixed up from time to time because they have similar weirdness to them. I think it was Tim Burton, right? I like that one. People shat on it, of course, but yeah, 2001. I did like that movie. The art style and the costumes don't hold up as well, but they look at times they look more monkey, you know, more ape-like. Now it's just motion capture and CGI, and it looks grand as well. But you can never get past that Vaseline that's on everything. Your brother was worried about you. He gave me this. Oh, okay. So we could lie and help her out. Let's see what happens. It doesn't seem to further things, but it might. Oh, I don't have liar apparently. Can't you? No, you can't. Okay. As soon as you can go in and just buy it there, and then I've done it before. It's all good. Fool me. Be a lot of propaganda to portray him as a hero. Yeah, exactly. But my God, we're not living in the Stone Age where people are writing on tablets, you know, shipping little, like the Flintstones, you know, shipping propaganda. The newspapers and stuff. We've got the internet, and trust me, before anyone says you can't access it in Russia, try fucking playing any fucking game that's online. Half of them are Russian.
Right. Let's part ways for now. We'll hold off any guards who try to give chase. We'll regroup in the Sakura Inn. Look after Fumi. You hear?
I think when it comes down to it, people don't want to get involved.
I must take my brother's letter to the Sakura Inn.
Even if there's people dying. People just want to live their lives. And here's the thing, I can actually understand that. Most of us just want to be left alone. But if there's bloodshed on your doorstep and you're not fucking either the cause of it or the solution, then what the fuck is the point of you living your life at that point? Just turn a blind eye on. We had to do that, you know, hundreds of years ago when we were invaded. We were just a bunch of farmers and pitchforks, and it was laughable in terms of their military might at the time. But it just further showed that that's all Britain was any good at being, was a bully, you know. Like, well done. They never needed to invade, they never needed to do anything. It was just so they looked bigger to the other guy. Britain has always been the little retarded cousin of USA, you know. They're always trying to be the better guy because, you know why? They lost to them back when they tried to invade them as well. And it doesn't work. And then every time something happens in one superpower, the other superpower has to say something. And I don't want to live next to Britain, I'm sorry. I don't hate the country, but I do not want to live next to a fucking place. You're gonna have fucking DJ Boris Johnson and some little idiot fucking say something and cause World War III. No thanks. What the hell was that? What? I wonder why she went over there. Come on, bitch. These shinobis are trying to kill Fumi. She must be important. They're probably another political prisoner. Nice. Anyway, look back. Rise, Dawn, and War. Yeah. I don't know, dude. I don't know. I don't know why that became a series at all. It was a TV series. Like Transformers I can understand because of the cartoon and all that stuff. That makes sense. A thing about monkeys taking over the world, like, who fucking cares? if the foundation isn't that interesting, what's the point, you know? Like now we have Transformers 1 coming, so it'll be Generation 1. That one should be good. And then we have a Transformers G.I. Joe movie coming, which is going to be absolute ass. But I'll be here for it anyway. Eventually, we're getting to this point where Hasbro is going to mash everything together. I'd say we could live in a world where Barbie and Transformers will exist. And then you'll have Barbie, and you'll have... I knew there was another one, I just couldn't find the fucker. And Monopoly, the Monopoly Man, fucking Barbie. See, those guys are handy enough to perfect parry, you see. It's when you take a simple sword fighting game and bring in E. Honda from Street Fighter fighting with his fists and his belly. Kind of hard to parry that. I see a ninja up there. I think so, something's moving there. Hope you can't hit it from here, okay? Sorry, hard to be a ninja when you're standing right there, you fucking tart. You tart! It's like an apple tart. There will be another one though. But I like protecting people. 20th Century Fox. I think Disney owned them, does it? Got some guys who's about useful as a paperweight saying do this, do that. I'm sure it's possible to get done by the end of the day if you don't know the text. Yeah. Nice. Cool. She must be on board. Jeez. Uh-oh. Oh no, the blue demon is back. He's connected to Kumi. I knew she was important. Holy Christ, are we gonna get caught?
Hailed it from the black ships. Clearly your bulwark. But you
Grey hair, we found his grey hair now. That could be a wig though.
purge will begin. You will not interfere. Or else I'll have my head next to her brother.
The Purge. I'll say it, I hate the UK.
Know what I said. You
Damn.
think you can handle them?
Are you not part of them as well? No, I can't hate on a country. It's culture, the good people. I hate on the UK government. What the fuck? Did he just break our neck? Hello? Did he just break our neck? We're not coming back from that, are we? What the fuck? But we're alive? Lads, he broke our neck. I heard that. You're not getting off from that one. You're not going to shake that off. Is the crow meant to symbolize death from the other side? I'm excited for the new Crow movie. It's kind of got that UK grittiness to it. There's a lot to like about the UK. Each of the country. Wales I think are the craziest motherfuckers. They really are in every which way, you know. If you told me it was a completely different country on the other side of the planet, I'd believe you. They're just wild. They're doing their own thing. Scotland, they're my brothers, you know. They have the same heart, the same everything. They're good people. Good, strong people. They're literal backbone of that country and they don't even know. And England, unfortunately, whether you like to admit it or not, they are kind of the power, yeah, and the heart, I suppose. Not for good or bad. But yeah, I think we're in some kind of weird purgatory or something. Like, what's this creepy bastard coming down the road here? Hello? It's just people in the slums, is it? Check out those grandma titties. Oh my god, she'd be tying her shoes and realize she just tied her titties together. Yeah, I don't want to hate on any. Like, even like talking about Russia and that, like, there's clearly good people there, but every time they protest or whatever, they're getting sent off and killed and hushed and beaten. But that's because there's a time to protest, which would have been maybe a month or two before the invasion. They knew about it. And there's a time to take action, which is about fucking 2 years ago, you fucking idiots. What do you think a protest is gonna do now, huh? Change how many percentage of milk is in the whole milk? Like, what the fuck? You jackasses. Protest my dick. It's no good. Take action. Poison the fucker. Clearly has a a lot of lavish things he loves, you know? Lavish lifestyle. There's plenty of inns there.
What kept you? We've been waiting for ages.
Well, I was fucking busy while you guys were shagging a donkey. I was
Curse
proud enough
the
before
Shogunate
Brexit.
dogs. You were supposed
Damn.
to protect
I'll
her.
admit it, I love the north of Scotland.
It
That's to the
seems
south
our plan
though.
to split
Is the
up
south
and avoid
more
attention has
English
backfired.
orientated, do you think? Although it's one
If
country,
they'd wanted to
we
kill
are
you,
two very
they would
different
have.
people. Damn.
but here you are.
I'm sorry to
Did
hear
they say
that, dude.
anything?
I suppose when it comes to the will of the country, the tourist cities don't really matter, right? You know, people know their name all over the world, but I doubt they have much power outside of tourism, right? You want to talk to the everyday man, the man suffering, the man who's put up with it over generations. Well, it's kind of the same here with the North, you know. It's I've said it before, like we seem to have moved on from it, but asking any simple person on the street and they'll tell you all manner of things that have been going on. Shady shit going behind the deal. You know what's funny?
Meaning if you'd
We
put
watch
up
a lot of
fight,
shows together, so I get to see
they
like
would have killed
American
you.
Hulu and Netflix and all that. They
no
had
wonder
Dairy
they call
Girls
him
on
the
it.
Blue Demon.
Dairy Girls, this comedy show
Master Shogun
centered
is
around
being transported to
County
the
Derry
execution
up the
grounds
north
in Edo.
during the Troubles.
Most likely Fumi will be in Edo too.
It's a decent show. I don't know how
Won't
they could
achieve
watch it
anything
over there.
standing around here.
The Derry
We
accent
must
is
go to
quite
Edo
special.
without delay.
What are you going to do?
Nearly unrecognizable.
Honestly, I'd really like if you were to join us in Edo.
That's huge.
What do you think?
They're also massive fans of Shameless over in America, but only. And also join us in Edo. Cool. We're going to a whole new place. This is what I was saying. Nice. Stay here in Yokohama. Talk for my cousin. No, let's go. Let's go. You sure you want to leave this region? You will be able to return to it later. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, no, we'll keep going with the story.
Good to hear.
Cool. I told you this
Let's
game
do
is
this.
massive. It's like 40, 50 hour game. But yeah, only the American Shameless, which is still a great show. I mean, William H. Macy is amazing, but it's like watching the American Office without touching the English one. You gotta know where it comes from. Yeah, you might like one over the other, but you gotta know where it comes from.
On your feet!
So this guy's just gonna accept his execution? Wow. Talk about dying for your rights and dying for your honor. He's not doing the right thing there.
You're up next.
Thank you.
Yeah, lots of good movies coming out. I've noticed how much the PlayStation or the Disney Plus stuff has become the movies of the year. We'll see if people treat them like that though. Oh, dang.
Your time has come. Rise as one.
Jesus. I always found it weird people watching executions. If they've done something to someone's family, absolutely, I get that. It's a sort of closure / revenge. But just an average dude? Like a political prisoner getting slaughtered? I don't know, dude. Sounds a bit like some fucked up shit there.
Master Shogun!
Yeah, so I'll always keep the door open for pirates, even though I didn't like on Stranger Tides and all that. But I'm weird, like them bringing it back has me a bit excited, even if it's a reboot. Don't like the idea of Margot Robbie wanting to take over for
Hey!
Johnny Depp, but having those two in a movie, me likey. But I'm right at the tippy
You saw
tippy
it too,
top
right?
of caring about Margot Robbie. I'm sorry, I haven't even
Stay
seen
true to
Barbie.
himself.
I'm just sick of looking
Right
at her
to the
face.
bitter end.
It's happened. The Jennifer Lawrence effect has happened again. Stop doing these actresses think that now is my time. Strike while the iron's hot. Let's do 6 movies in a fucking year or whatever, you know. And I get that, but is it then better to try and space them out? Christ Almighty, you burn out. These actors and actresses used to be legacy, you know. You'll never get another Anthony Hopkins. You'll never get another Robin De Niro. You just won't, right? You will not. Nowadays, it's like that was a good 5 years. Oh, do you remember this actor? Fucking barely, you know what I mean? And that's what's happened. That's what's become of all these fucking great fucking moments. And it's not because the movies are shit. Sometimes they are. You know, they're all going to have an animated movie or some piss. But, yeah, it's just, I don't know. Instead of being a candle that burns for decades, they want to be a firework. It's a big explosion, lots of money, and they fizzle out and their career is dead. They end up on some fucking NCIS or Law and Order SVNU for 27 years or some shit. Who fucking cares?
You can be sure.
Half the shows don't even make it around the world.
Come on. Did you really watch that?
Or they end up on some fucking erectile dysfunction advertisement. Selling used cars and mattresses and stuff. What kind of fucking career and legacy is that? But they don't care. Because you're making 20 mil a pop. Who cares?
Something onto us.
I don't blame them.
What exactly
but
that is.
Ironically enough, some of her latest stuff, Margot Robbie, like
all I know
Barbie
is
and
that I have to do all I can to forge a
Harley
new
Quinn,
Japan.
I feel has less
let's go
of
and join Katsura and the
a
others.
good mark on her career
low in the remains of
than even what she did in Wolf of Wall Street, where she was just a pair of tits from Brooklyn. Like, literally, you know? She had incredible sexy scenes and well acted and everything. Alright, so this is a brand new map? Oh my god, I hear there's another new map as well. Wow. Wow. Yeah, this game is 40-50 hours. Charlie, Moist Critical, tried to speedrun it because he likes to do that for certain. And he said it was 43 hours. 43 hours.
Stronghold.
Now we just made it
the
to
Red
the...
Demon
Now, unfortunately,
everywhere.
because I was playing Dragon's Dogma and everything else, the last like 3 streams of this was like an hour long. I did one singular mission. So yeah, if you couldn't tell, I haven't been doing much. So yeah, we're gonna eat this game's asshole for breakfast. Does that sound good? We're gonna bite off a lot. This and Dragon's Dogma and a few indies are gonna be the main event until Stellar Blade.
There's little enough to go by without
then May,
the added hindrance.
I have like 6 games in May. I'm not even fucking lying. We have System Shock Remake, we have Hellblade 2. I don't even want to look it up to tell you the truth. That's just the little ones off the top of my head.
I was counting on Master Showing to be here.
It's crazy. That one movie with Jennifer Lawrence and Chris Pratt. Yeah,
really
Parallels or whatever, yeah. Passengers.
But now I see that leaving
I
my
watched
fate
it.
in someone else's hands.
It's a giant blue ball dick tease the whole way. We're like, will they, won't they? And then they finally get together and you're like, that's great, roll the credits. You're like, oh no, we have to have disaster. The science behind it, like where they're living on that space station, is so brain dead. Oh, it's embarrassing. Check out my horse. He's fucking amazing. Give his dick a lick. It tastes like raisins. Ooh, that's dirty. He's flying up and down. Too far from your companion. I don't know about you, but my horse is horny for something. I don't know what it is. Horny for an ass whooping. That's what happens when you're with your wife, but you sleep in separate beds. Too far from companion. But I like both Chris Pratt and Jennifer Lawrence, but my goodness, did they wear out their welcome fast. You guys agree? Not bad actors, either of them, but absolutely sick of seeing them on screen. And now, like, Jennifer Lawrence is finding it really hard to come back or get any role at all. Sorry, it's not letting me not gallop. Does that make any sense? I'm stuck at this speed. Her last one was that she got her full nudes out for a comedy. I won't be remembered as like a Will Ferrell. Like, do you remember Will Ferrell? Do you guys remember Will Ferrell? This is what I'm saying. They burn bright and then don't burn at all. They're gone. I remember Will Ferrell. What's he done lately? Fuck all. Fuck all. Daniel Craig, God bless him, he's very slowly, but does appear to be
what a terrible sight.
Getting a career outside of James Bond, which is notoriously hard to do.
Cholera.
James Bond, just like most superhero roles,
it saddens me to see Edo this way. It's a mere shadow of the bright and bustling place I once
create
knew.
a legacy and then destroy your career all in the same moment. Like Pierce Brosnan has done a shit ton of movies, none that you could probably name off by heart, you know. I've worked outside of a side character, you know. Yeah. That's why I think something like Knives Out and that, I'd say Daniel Craig will cling to that. Poor old Henry Cavill still trying to, like, he's got lots of things coming, but I really wish he would just storm the set of Witcher and take everything back along with the author. who has complete control. I wish there's still time, but I think it's fucked. They need to be sacked on the spot. I love how they promised, just so we'd watch everything, they promised that they would keep everything by the books and traditional. And then within for one season, all the interviews, she changed her complete speech. We're trying to do something new, we're trying to do dumbasses. I always think they know better. I always think they know better. You get that funding, you see, and the power goes over, and the showrunner, you start drinking their own Kool-Aid, you know, otherwise known as piss.
Saihoji Temple is a
Piss.
secret meeting place for Choshiro retainers.
That's why the show is piss. If
A
you look at the
special
orange walk, you
signal
see what I
is
mean. It's
required
embarrassing
to
me. I
enter.
don't associate with that city.
I'll
That's
teach
what's
it to you.
It's a bad name.
Watch.
We had a couple of stuff like that.
This
as well.
way.
For sure, dude. The red hand of Ulster and all that. Really, really dangerous. Very close to kind of like a far right stuff, you know? Yeah. I know, dude, it's tough. Especially when you guys are really on the cusp of becoming independent. Like, honest to God, it felt like there was a little bit of meddling there when it was that close of a vote. We know how these votes always tend to be, you know, phoned in. We saw it, how the orange man got in power. But yeah, lots of good movies. I don't want to ever rule out certain amounts of cinemas. I have my issue with the MCU and that, and Disney in general.
It's this way.
It's just, but they
No
they're
time to
slowly
lose.
learning. I'm hoping this year will give them time to perfect something. You really need to gather up like 5 good writers and 5 good directors, and then just, you know, I mean, really good, like comic book lovers and series lovers and franchise lovers, and then switch up the movies with them and stick to them, even if it's for the next 10-15 years.
Hold.
Switch
Those
them around.
entering
Kind of
the
like how
temple must
COD
perform a
does
special signal.
with their 3 studios. I know they have
Remember what I
fucking
just
19
taught you.
studios working on
Give
them.
it a go. Come on.
Alright. So we're gonna have to sneak in here though. The Warrior's Vow. Do I even have that? Here it is, yeah. Fuck these dudes.
Very well. You may pass.
How did he know? So which part is this, the Edo part? I've heard a lot about this. Come on, you gonna wait for me to do it?
Ah,
Very
the
beautiful.
rain's finally let up.
You see more of these spider
They say no
lilies?
rain lasts
These are
forever.
spider lilies, gorgeous flower. They are connected with those of the dead, meant to represent the blood on the land while also ushering the dead off. Kind of white, the same color as the Shinto gates, the spirit gates, the Tori gates. All got to do with guiding the spirits on the way. Over here, these little statues here, they're dressed, usually some of them, not that one in particular, that might be Buddhist, but a lot of them are dressed by children. They're like with little knitted hats and stuff, and they're also meant to be guardians of children's spirits that children have passed on, sadly. It's kind of cool. All this stuff is its own Japanese culture, but it's all heavily related to Buddhism, but it's a kind of a mix of everything, like most cultures are. Like even these flags here, that's more Tibetan. Those kind of flags, yeah, that's usually up, way up in all those Tibetan temples and that. Every color, every little statue, everything has meaning and honor and respect and mythology put behind it. I don't even know the half of it, but I'm deeply fascinated by it all.
I'm guessing by that look on your face that
More I
you
think about the more
haven't
heat I
found
got. I
food
know,
yet.
dude. And some of it comes, would you believe,
Pardon me.
it's from like old generational ancestral
Taco.
hatred too, you know? Kind of, it passes down your DNA. I really do believe that. Not an Assassin's Creed name.
Fool me!
Nice. Can't believe we
You're
brought
alive.
these guys with us. Taki kind of works for the Shogunate, but she seems to be on our side too.
Escape.
Now there's nothing to hold us back.
They helped you escape? I
But I'm
fucking
not
helped
sure
you escape.
I
I have to
understand.
fend off assassins.
I'm sure there is much you
But then the
wish to
blue
know,
demon got her. What happened
but
there?
please, save your questions.
I might have skipped something.
There's news
else.
of great import I must convey to you at once. An uprising by the Satsuma clan is imminent. Should you join forces with them and succeed, you will surely be able to clip the shogunate's wings. Perhaps ending this purge once and
I think
for
this is
all.
a dude, but I might be wrong on that. Sounds like a plan. We need to be careful. Because some of these geishas can be like that.
Yes, this is all
North
very
Scotland
odd.
independence, forget about the rest.
The
Yeah,
Khan's
it
lord
seems that way,
gave
huh?
his own daughter
I
to
bow
the
to no
shogun as a
one.
bride.
Nice, nice, I like that.
Surely they wield great influence.
What was that thing you kept saying over and over?
This purge is one result of the loss of their influence.
Get in the game or
The
something.
Satsuma are
How
now
did I know it was
concerned
from
that
High
they
School Musical
too
and I
will be
didn't
the
even
target
watch those
of
movies?
oppression.
Because they were a movement. But it was a cringe movement. Like Twilight.
Listen to me, Genzui.
But I stand by the first Twilight
I
being a
want
decent
you
movie.
to decide.
That also was a movement.
As Master Shogun's
With
favorite student,
Paramore and all that.
it is you
Then once
who
the,
is heir
the
to
weird
his
minor
vision.
dude walking around without a shirt,
I
it's
vow
got creepy
to
really
help
fast.
you in
Grown
any
ass
way
women
that I can.
losing their shit over a minor. What the fuck? What's his name? Taylor Dumbass?
Your time has come.
Imagine like becoming an actor and it's like,
Rise
alright, get
as
your shirt
one.
off. That stuff should have been
Master.
left in the 50s.
I will listen
Rise
to my
as
heart and walk the path we believed in.
Yes! I know I'm not paying too much attention to this, unfortunately.
Let us join the Satsuma. To correct Japan's
This is cool. This
flaws,
would be
we
completely
must put
different,
our petty
I think,
differences
if you
aside
went
and embrace
with
what we share.
the Shogunate.
What say you? Do I have your support?
This is to keep tradition. Keep the honor of Japan. I believe in that. Now, there is stuff that's very closed off as well.
Please come and see me later in Yoshiwara.
And she works
I
for
wish
the
to speak
Shogunate.
to you alone.
I think she's a little double crosser. That was cool. Yeah, I think you'd get a completely different cutscene if you were going with the Shogunate, I think. The worst thing about it is when they really think about it, it's the same fucking religion. Yeah. I wish that we could just relate it back to religion. Honestly, dude, it's been that far down the road that it's not even about religion anymore. It's not about religion here anymore. It hasn't been that way since like the fucking late 80s. They'll still recognize and call themselves this and that. But really what it comes down to is pure out and out animalistic revenge. That's all it is. It's hunga bunga me bonk you, hunga bunga me bonk you. That's all it is. It's old fucking trying to pay back for grandfather's deaths or bombings, and it's just stupid at this point. The whole thing is stupid. I get it. I get that there's a sense of honor and fucking avenging people and all that. But guess what? We're not in fucking samurai times anymore. We need a little bit more honor. But, you know, everything that was caused back then was caused by politics. You might blame religion, but honestly, half of them didn't even practice religion, let alone go to church. It was meant to as just a name to call someone, you know, as much as a slur, you know. That's all it really was. And, yeah, if you couldn't wonder why I hate organized religion and politics so much, that's just a small taste of it. Anyone on the outside who doesn't adhere to either or practice any religion will see how ridiculously stupid the whole systems are, you know. I include the military in that because I also find that very brainwashy and very cult-like as well. Unfortunately, we live in a world where we do need military protection, but I think if we didn't have the other two, politics and religion, we wouldn't need the third one, military. I'm just saying. If we didn't keep killing each other, we wouldn't need to defend ourselves, right? Yeah, but here's the thing. I completely understand if tomorrow everybody was given some magical fucking Facebook neural chip, Elon Musk, and we all became fucking, you know, complicit fucking zombies that did what we were told and ended all world hunger and conflict and everything. I still think there would be a way someone would go crazy because, like I said, even if it's 0.001% of the world, there is actual evil out there. Like, and I'm not talking about some fucking demon. I'm not talking about heaven and hell. I'm talking about people that were miswired when they were born. Something happened in the embryo or some shit, and they just are born out and out evil. There's not a single bone in their body that's not out there to kill, to cause chaos, or to have something horrible go wrong, you know. And it happens, but it's very, very rare. Like, it's not like these fucking serial killers we see. Some of them are just evil, but a lot of them is just fucking attention-seeking mama's boy that never got the love they deserved at the right time. Like,
The testament of the
2,
soul,
3,
Master
4,
Shogun
5,
left
around
us,
that age.
is back in our
And they
hands.
start hurting themselves, animals,
should
people,
give it a
so on,
read.
so on. Very simple. You can always trace these things back to individual trauma and then a very clear issue. I think a lot of the time they've done like autopsies on serial killers and realized that there was like a underdeveloped frontal lobe or damage to the frontal lobe, otherwise known as fucking drunk mama dropping baby and shit like that, or a nasty fall that was never checked, things like that. It's not always, but they do say that a lot of the frontal lobe is connected to empathy and emotions and that. And yeah, you can just, as with anything, you can be born with a deformity. You can have a thing where you have a deformed frontal lobe, or a thing that wasn't grown or whatever, but that kind of stuff needs to be just nipped in the bud. Those kind of things probably could be corrected with the proper like science and medicine and maybe a couple other things along the way. We live in a world
began with Master Shogun.
Stem cell
you
research
might find
that
reading
is
his testament useful.
Been fought every step of the way.
That's happened.
We could literally regrow
Eventually,
these people's frontal lobes.
I'll have a manuscript made, so his words can reach even more people. The power of a message relies on it being conveyed.
Behind society, is there a word for that? Probably like societal science or sociopolitics, or I don't know. That kind of stuff I adore. Like I've watched loads of documentaries and stuff about people doing these society tests with rats and other things, and just seeing. Now, obviously, we are far removed from rats. It's not even in the same fucking genus, But it's still very interesting to see. I don't think we're all going to start going straight to cannibalism, but yeah, Jesus, some of the stuff like that is just very interesting to watch, to see what happens, because it always starts with overpopulation. It really does. Alright, Testament of the Soul. I can't believe we're still introducing new stuff. We got Ronin missions, Bond missions. Wow. Alright, which enables you to recall past story events. Nice. Experienced by the protagonist. Okay, this is their way of getting out of the dangers of making choices and cutting people off from parts of your story. That's cool. Either going to go full, Detroit Become Human, where we can actually go back and select chapters and play it out differently. Or it's just going to be bullshit where the cutscene's the same anyway. That's Yokohama. Collection rate 43%. Not too bad. And we have this kind of timeline here. We got beautiful Mount Fuji in the background. Nice. These are the Bond missions. Hell yeah. Does it show anybody like dead or anything like that? Retry. A lot of these I didn't even find that chap. I didn't want to mess with the Western stuff too much. Sorry. Not to be mean or anything, but I'm playing a Japanese game. I would rather not have to deal with the rest. Ambush by the Shogunate. But yeah, this is always cool and interesting conversation to have, dude. I think we're in a very similar situation, even though we're in different countries. That's another reason what makes us kind of Celtic brothers as well, in the shadow of another. And it sucks because I would argue that us as countries, in every which way, both heart and soul, spirit, everything, just mental fortitude, we're far stronger than the country that has us in its shadow. Do you know, that kind of way? Sorry to say, but a country that relies so much on an inbred monarchy is not one to be lauded. It's like, good for you. It's great. You got another day off. What's happening to Kate today? She can't even have cancer in peace. She has to come out public with a fucking something as personal and fatal as that can be with cancer. But no, keep up with your conspiracies. Never leave these poor people alone. Not like it destroyed Diana's life or anything, no. Fucking idiots. Fucking idiots. And I'm telling you, it's all fucking Americans. They care more about the royal family than the British ever did. British don't give a fuck. All they care about is a day off. If we get a day off, do we get the price of pints going down? No. Well, fuck you, I don't care.
Do have a browse.
I'll have a browse in my trousers. Yeah, still there, just checking. Let's see. It is under the district shogunate surveillance. As such, you will have to tread very carefully. Please choose a destination. What's this all about? You're gonna force fast travel? Oshiwara Pleasure District and the Saihoji Temple. And I can't get out of this menu. I have no choice but to progress the Yoshiwara Pleasure District. Is that where we were with Taka? I want to do, I've been doing her Bond missions, but actually are sort of connected to the Shogunate, even though I don't want to work with him. So let's try this temple. I'm trying to stick with the anti-Shogunate. I want to choose that. Like, this definitely will lead to multiple playthroughs. This is where we just came from. It is. Okay. How does this work exactly? Talk to me, game. This is crazy. This place is entirely modernized. Look, it's almost, you can see how it's just chopped and changed into mostly cities, residential and farmlands. like Yokohara was still quite in the wilderness, you know, and I really enjoyed that. Cool. Very, very cool. Yeah, I think like these past couple of generations, we have definitely, unfortunately, had to just put up with the sins of the father, you know, or the sins of the last political regime, and there's not really much we can do about it. As much as I want to become fucking radicalized and do this and that, it's just not the way it goes. Times have changed, and people are far happier to be bored and just put on autopilot, you know. This is why even something as excruciatingly important as a vote for independence, I guarantee you they probably had less than 60% of people coming out. You'd be screaming from the rooftops to tell them. And I'm someone who I don't vote. But if it was something like that, I think I would wake the fuck up. But when it's just common everyday stuff, it's this dumbass politics versus that dumbass politics, nobody wins. I don't really care in that sense, but you know, people have fought and died for the right to vote, and not voting is, and unfortunately they do take that as basically someone else voting for you. That does suck as well, I get that, but it's just, the whole thing's so stupid. I don't know how we got here, you know. I'll never know how we got here. Just generations and generations of nobody doing anything. That's how we got here. So should I go to the pleasure district? Interesting. Why don't they let me ride around on the horse? Very interesting. Those who gather at Edo. It's level 17. I'm level 17, so you gotta be careful there. Goshitaka. Yeah. I wonder about whereabouts that is exactly. Oji. Some of them have a key symbol. I don't know if that means there's a key in the place or they're locked for now. Kada. That's a cool. It must be very fast. Kushikawa. This place is fucking huge. Yotsuya. Oh, Shibuya there, Shibuya. Very cool. We know Shibuya. Everyone fucking knows Shibuya. Shiba, yeah, Shiba. Takanawa. Maybe that's in the old land. Kojimachi. It's kind of cool to see Yokohama because that's in so many games, especially the Yakuza series. It's nice to see that. Whether they want to admit it or not, people don't know Tokyo and Japan as well as they think they do, you know, unless you're crazy anime head. Oh, it's over here. You just can't fast travel. A light in the darkness. It's another one of her bond missions. See the way you can do her bond missions. Yet she works in the Shogunate. So I'm trying not to. It's really weird. I'm trying not to do her missions in terms of the story stuff because that leans too heavily on the Shogunate. She's kind of. I actually think there's a familiar bond there. You might just be mistress, but I'm getting familiar bond. You know, like or familial bond, like you know, sister, daughter, whatever. But I don't know. It's weird. He's a creepy bastard.
Do have a browse.
Actually, no. I think I figured out that the guy who's with her is not the Shogunate. I got that wrong. But he's usually positioned as he is, you know. He's this guy called Il Yoshida or something. Alright, I wonder why we have to pick this. I'll just go along. Go along with it. Yeah, so maybe I thought he was. Does this take me back here? Landmark. This is gorgeous, man. She gets all the beautiful places. Dang. They make this game out to be, you know, not that beautiful. Okay. Why is the Ronin not launched in South Korea? Is that true? I'm trying to find out. I can't find his name now. Sure, it was like. Oh, maybe I could find it in Bonds. Yeah. I think so, even though I didn't want that to happen. Where is he? Oh, I don't know if it was here either, was it? It was kind of in the. There's a lot of stuff here. It was Bonds, but just not on this one. Yeah, here we go. Anti-Shogunate, pro-Shogunate. This motherfucker here. What's your name, you bastard? Doesn't say now. Those are details. Here we go. How come it says her name, but it doesn't say his? Son of a bitch. It's like, I swear he's like deputy police officer, huh? No, that's my name. Toggle confirm. Doesn't say anything about him. But she works with him. I will find his name. It said it so quickly as well. It was like Fuck this dude anyway. I don't want to work with him. Say it here anyway. He was like, started with IL, because most of their names are like, you know, the Japanese way, last name first. And then the other side, you got the boys. I don't even trust this guy with the fucking chocobo here. How do I? Yeah, Katsura. I don't trust him at all. He was kind of the drunk guy who fought us, but we keep getting those kind of cutscenes with him, and you'll have this long, drawn-out close-up of his face at the end, and you know, it doesn't take a genius to realize that they're really trying to push for this guy being a shady bastard. But Jinsui, he's cool as well, and obviously Ryoma as well. Now they've put Ryoma and the Blade Twin as two separate people, but my heart tells me differently. You usually go by what you think. Might just be an unfortunate side effect of having very similar looking people, but these two, I'm telling you, it's the same person. Be interesting to see if Ryoma would be female. See, if we had played male and he was male, then it would just cut the bullshit. Alright, how long have we been going for? We've just been chatting. I like this.
So you have come. Now, it is time
yeah.
I told you
Yeah,
the
you're not
truth.
stupid, Perry. You're not stupid at all. It's interesting
Before
to
we
get
can go further,
your generation's
I'm
point of
afraid
view
there
on
is
this
something
thing
I
anyway.
must yet ask of you.
Because your parents will have
Would you
a
hear
separate
me out?
point of view, and the next generation after you, younger brothers, kids, they wouldn't have a clue, you know, it's whatever's in their tablet. Most kids these days will know more about American politics than their own politics, and that's fucked. And then American politics can't even find all their own states on their own, or American people can't find the states on the map, you know, let alone point out a single country in Europe. That's fine, you know, what's geography got to do with overall education? But you know what I mean? It's so weird. It's whatever's shoved down our gullet, and at any given time it's politics. Let's get back to the issue at hand. Count on me. This seems to be Bond related. This maybe both. If I do this, maybe both. Okay.
Thank you. You
I'm
do
trying
me
to
a
keep the
great
bond with
kindness.
her good,
I'll return to my chambers for now.
but I don't
Please come
care
back.
about
I'll be
the
waiting.
Shogunate. But I think, unfortunately, it looks like I can't have one without the other. Because just by doing one of her Bond missions,
I have noticed recently
it's up to
that
my
a number
level
of
in the
Sikh
pro
guesses seem
Shogunate
to
stuff.
have disappeared.
I have a bad
I
feeling that
decided to look into the matter.
continue
and have
down this
just
path, we're
learned
going to
about a
become
place where
grey
certain geisha
neutral
is
and have a
being
shitty
treated.
ending.
I would be reassured if she
I
were
don't want
being
that.
seen by a physician.
I hate normal
but I
neutral
have yet
endings.
to see
It always
any
feels like a waste of
evidence
your
of
time.
one. That's not all. Everyone seems to be turning a blind eye to what's happening. Something just doesn't feel right. Please, would you be so kind as to check on this geisha? As for me, I'll ask
Ooh,
around
someone is, like,
to
bumping
see if
into
I
the
can
wall or
learn
something.
more.
Alright, you hear that in the background? What the hell is going on?
Oh, thank you. If you act like a regular patron, I'm sure you can approach the room without drawing suspicion.
Oh, great.
I wish you the best of luck.
Yeah, Dan, you were talking about the not having new consoles. I feel you, dude. Like, trust me. Like, I might have jumped in on the PS5. It was because I was kind of gung ho with the PS4 that it initially wasn't even mine. You know, I was like, fuck it. This is like 3 birds, 1 stone. I still have a 2013 Xbox One right here, a white one. I still use it as my little Game Pass machine, but it is quickly becoming pointless and useless. Like, most of the Game Pass stuff, anything that's optimized for the newer generation runs like shit. Like Palworld runs like shit on it. A few others I've actually streamed run like shit, and I feel myself Having to apologize for it. Now, you wouldn't get fuck all for this. You wouldn't get 50. It's only worth more just to keep it as a DVD player. I wouldn't mind getting a Series X, but Xbox has made it abundantly clear that they want to start the next generation very quick. So, me buying something like that 2 years off. So, I really am just more tending to wanting to invest in the PC and still use Game Pass. I love Game Pass, but it'll be the PC Game Pass. So that's what I'm thinking. They have wonderful games coming out. The only problem is we're reaching such a horrible point in PC gaming. They don't want to admit it. All they're fucking running around after the 4090s. There has not been a single well-optimized game that has come out this year. And that is bad. On PC, that is bad. And the reason for that is because of the abundance of graphics cards, and games are being made with PlayStation 5 in mind because it's the highest selling thing, you know. And that's never been the way. I used to always make PC versions first, you know. And these games are still made on PCs with PC programs, but then are being optimized for console first. It makes no sense. It makes no sense. The only thing it can possibly, the reason for it is to appease the Sony overlords, and I would argue they probably sell more on PC. Like we've seen this. Even Sony then sending their games back over. It's such a swings and roundabouts bullshit, you know? Motherfucker, it started by being made on fucking PC, you know? From Blender to every other program in between. Retrace the geisha steps. The fact that she's sick makes me think there was probably a client, maybe cheating on his wife, and decided to poison the geisha. It's always sad that they're used, really just like sex mules. God, they're obsessed with this little rope mechanic, huh? You can see that they... Hey, dumbass, I went down. You can see that they're rendering the bottom while on-rendering the top there. The lighting engine just kicked out. Alright, see what's going on. I'm here to fight for the geishas. I really like the outfit I'm wearing. It's quite Western in terms. I will switch it up.
The government for doing nothing. I'm sick of this myself.
Jesus. She's sick? Or is she out captain? What the fuck is going on
Who's
here?
there?
Hello, granny bitch. Oh.
How did you get in here?
Come on, I want to fight
We're
you.
in the middle of treatment. Get out!
What's going on? Maybe she's friendly. The hell treatment is this? What'd you do with her? Maybe she's got
Our
sads.
geisha are our pride. But if they can't bring in the business, they're simply dead weight.
Fuck
Dead
you.
weight we don't have the capacity to support through recovery.
Speaking of dead weight, lose some
And
pounds,
now
bitch.
you've witnessed this.
Look at the
I
state
have no
here.
choice. Men,
You're
put
built
this
like
wretch out
Jaws
of their
from
misery.
James Bond. Am I supposed to be scared?
Don't
You wanna
think
fight
you
too?
can leave alive.
If you leave alive, take away the biggest part of me. I'll be with you now in a minute, Big Bertha.
Hurry up and help, you lot!
I'm gonna call in half of your maggots. Sorry, Bertha. She's still alive. Alright, who's next? Ora! What's he doing? What the hell did he do? He set his sword on fire. It won't help him. He's running, look at him. Now it's just me and you. Sucks that they want you to change your stance. Or you get sliced in half. Sorry, Bertha. Holy shit, that's a bit more than sickness. So what's killing these people is cholera,
Your aid.
which was nasty.
My body
Cholera
hurts all
still
over.
gets people.
My
A
once
type of like
beautiful
tuberculosis,
skin
right?
is
But it would appear that it's not as simple as just, oh no, cholera
There
has
is no
come
place
to this
for me,
land.
Joshua.
It's somebody probably
My
causing it.
only choice is to disappear.
Somebody poisoned the water hole.
What else can I do? Either way, it won't be long till I'm found and silenced.
I keep hearing this weird noise in the background. Yeah, doesn't it cause you? Fucking anthrax as well, yeah, Jesus Christ. Wasn't cholera what took out our friend, our cowboy friend? I think so. Or maybe it was the old tuberculosis. I think it was. There's sometimes they're one and the same. Or one leads to another, you know? I think cholera is more like, I think it's like intestinal or one of those colon diseases. But it can just spread everywhere and give you other stuff. First, get you out, then you need a doctor. I'd be able to arrange something with the one who sent me. No, we gotta help you. Before it's too late.
A lowly geisha such as
Honestly, it's how I feel. If I wait long enough, the next console will be out, and then, yeah. I think when you do that full generation leap, not only do you feel better, you feel like you've got that newness, you also feel like you've got enough out of the last generation. Like, if I had a PS4 Pro and went to PS5, I sure would feel like I'm just taking half steps every time. Yeah, you still have that newness, but you're like, you had that feeling like 3 years ago, you know? We'll see how things go. I think these next two consoles are going to be the last as we know them in a traditional sense. Whether Xbox goes full digital, it'd be stupid not just to build a little Xbox PC and make it as open as Windows is. But Windows can't help themselves. Every second Windows is just shite. Windows 11 doesn't seem to be like it's off to a great start, but either was Windows 10. Times are changing. People can cure this sickness will soon arrive, but she might not survive.
Too good to be true.
Poor thing. Imagine like being in the midst of a epidemic and just
with such confidence.
You know, fair enough. We went through it for 3 years, but we had like a vaccine of sorts within the first year. Just dumbasses wouldn't take it.
Either way.
Oh yeah, fair enough. There were side effects.
Much time left.
You know, there was issues with vaccines long before you get into conspiracy shit, because that's just dangerous. Conspiracy stuff never helps. It's fun to think about, but it's extremely dangerous, especially for the gullible, malleable minds of, you know, people out there. You know, they'll believe anything. Same people freaking out over fucking eclipse. But yeah, you know, vaccines are going to. There's going to be, even if it's 1 out of a million having drastically scary side effects, that's still can be, unfortunately, enough to scare people. Also enough to take the risk to heal everybody else. Yeah, we exacerbated that problem. We didn't take the vaccine, we didn't kill it off quick enough, and allowed it to mutate consistently and faster as it went. And eventually it wasn't the vaccine that stopped COVID. And it wasn't us that stopped COVID. It was good old Mother Nature. Where are you, kitty? I can hear you. Did I walk by you? Mother Nature did it. It literally burned itself out. And right now, as we're walking around, COVID still exists. COVID is the new cold. People are still getting it. I know people have got it 4 or 5 times, and they still deny the vaccine and stuff. It's just wild. You cannot help people who don't want to be helped. People are inherently stupid. Hey, kitty. I love you, kitty. You know how long it took me to jump into that water? Because every bastard game has me afraid of water. Especially you, Dragon's Doggy. You got this tentacle, otherworldly creature trying to kill you. Where's this cat? Won't they show up in the compass? Where are you, buddy? There you are. Hello, papito. Yeah. I'm gonna bite you. Nice. Fort Taka. That was a bit fun. I don't know why we ended up in a fight there. We were all trying to do the same thing. But I think this Madam of the Geishas was probably going to kill her. Because 1, she could spread the disease. 2, she called her dead weight. Now, maybe Taka wants to take over here? Help these geishas? Ora, ora. Let's see.
You saw the girl, I take it. Was she all right?
Yeah, these guys, whether it was like polio, cholera, or even the anthrax stuff, which is kind of our own horrible making yet again, chemical warfare. Just imagine knowing that nothing you can do. She's on her way to recovery. I set her free. The lying stuff, I don't know how much. Why do we need to lie to her? She's supposed to be an ally.
Did you really? The world can be a harsh place.
No, she's gonna live out her
But I
remaining days.
trust
before
she has what
passes
it
off
takes to survive.
Horrible disease.
As for the results of my investigation, I have come to learn the full scope of the matter. The girls who disappeared were killed somewhere underground, and their bodies buried at Saihoji Temple.
Disgusting. You wonder why there's so many demons.
We must tell the girls that this is no longer happening. Perhaps that will bring their souls some semblance of peace.
I think UK that game store game. I think its days are numbered. That'll be sad.
I can only hope that they will rest
They've been putting
easier.
people on 0-hour contracts. Now they're
saying
sacking
a
people.
Shogunate official was
What's
killing
coming next?
the
But
sick,
HMV came back, so
that he combed the
nothing
pleasure
ever is
district
really
looking
dead.
for his next victims. The rumor makes sense. There is frustration with how the Shogunate is handling the epidemic. It goes to show how unhappy the people really are.
I could see a small video game crash happening in the future, but then just coming back like Nintendo did. There's far too much money to be made, but they're in a rush to destroy it and over greed, you know. It's far more important to get that 20+ year foundation right, build up a legacy. It's already a industry that is built up on nostalgia, you know. But now we're the cycle where, you know, you're meant to be doing like remakes and that every 20 years or whatever, and feeding into that nostalgia, which is fine, you know. It's now become so short that some games are getting remasters within years, just simple 2-3 years. Looking at you, fucking Last of Us and shit like that, you know. It's getting really bad, and once you do that, once you create that cycle so short that your diminishing returns eventually cannibalize their own sales, and all that's left is now waiting for a PS. And people will say it, they've said it already, they would love a PS6 version of fucking Last of Us 1 and 2. Like, it's just, you've trained your audience to be as stupid as they are. It's as simple as that. Your own fault, Sony, and you cannibalize your own sales. I guarantee you that The Last of Us Part 2 Remastered did fuck all compared to Last of Us 1 Remake. Honestly, the only new sales they're bringing in, like new customers, is actually on PC, but they'll never admit it, because PlayStation fanboys, when they're too busy jacking it to fucking Stellar Blade and giving out about Xbox, they can't help but have a dig at Nintendo and PC. I've never seen a fan base so insecure. They have some of the best games out there, the #1 console. Like, they should be flying on cloud 9. Shut up, play the games, because clearly you're not buying the games. You've got fucking Final Fantasy 7 waiting 20 years for this, and it sold less than 2 million. You've got fucking games on top of games, but you're not buying them. They spend too much time online and not enough time playing the games. Fuck off and practice what you preach, you little bitch babies.
Indeed.
Fucking wankers. I hate
the day
Twitter
will come
console
when
warriors.
those hiding in
Scumbags.
the shadows will be as free
clout
as
farmers.
those living in the light.
Go look at their PSN profiles and their Xbox
I
profiles.
spoke to the head of the Yoshiwara
Pathetic numbers.
about the man behind all this.
Pyro fucking puts
But
all of them under
the
the
Pleasure
fucking
District
table.
does not have
And he
enough
doesn't even
resources.
overly commit to stuff.
So I would wager it is still business as usual
These
for
dudes
him.
play like
The
100
culprit
hours
goes
a
unpunished,
month.
while you and I
Some of them
remain
100 hours a
bound
year.
by
I
virtue.
think they're fucking fanboys.
Such is the way of the world we live in.
Fill their fucking rooms full of Funko
Yes.
Pops and shit.
This is all one
Don't
of my
have a clue where
station
they came
can
from.
do. I suppose these women felt the same way
More experience
I
for
do.
gaming, they had me stand outside holding a sign for an hour.
Too
Huh?
long to be free.
It was like a sandwich seller sign? That's
When
crazy,
we first
dude.
met, I thought your life seemed so.
Are we getting that bad? Are we
But
turning
the
into...
truth is, you too are bound by
We're
your
gonna be like a
past.
Ibiza club
We
fucking
both go through
roaches,
life
you know?
concealing the ties
Standing out
that
stores,
bind
pulling
us.
people in.
We may be very different.
One free shot of
In
piss.
many ways, we are alike.
Is she coming on to me?
Remember when I asked you to take
Mhm.
those photographs for me?
Even if she turns out to be a
Like
dude,
we've grown
which
so
is fine.
much closer since then.
It's an interesting
They say
take.
a camera's true purpose
I do think
is
it's a
to
dude.
preserve one's memories. I never really thought of it that way.
It's
back
both
in
the
the
voice
pleasure district.
and the
Why
demeanor. There's nothing wrong with
don't we
that.
take
We've seen enough of
another
this kind of stuff.
photograph?
Mulan.
Right now.
It's always an interesting take.
That way, we'll never forget this moment.
Who knows? The voice has been all over the place. All very fine and adequate for sure, but some distracting to a point. Alright, take a photograph of your time with time.
I hope you do this moment justice.
You say so.
I must admit, my heart races being on this side of the lens.
Yatta! There's many different romances.
I hope you will hold on to that photograph. That way, I can always be with you.
Wow. She doesn't seem too bothered that we're a lady. We're a lady. This is something that Neo and them didn't have. There wasn't quite this whole bond system, so whether they want to call it Neo open world or whatever, there's clearly a lot of work put into this. Cool, more handguns, let's go. I want to try these out. Ba-ba-bam! By the looks of it, it sounds like it fires so fast that you can use it like Bloodborne to kind of parry. Eagle-eyed archer. Oh look, we got some attacker stuff. Commanding champion, you can wear her stuff. Let's see, blade finish, charm. Okay, no, we're kind of going for strength. Anything else? What I'm looking for is the one I'm using. No, dexterity. Looking for, I think it was like clear-headed samurai or mighty warrior. I think this is already mighty warrior. Playing this game without optimizing for set bonuses will really leave you at a horrible, detrimental. Yeah, don't want to be doing that. Fortune's favorite. Yeah, a lot of charm bonuses. That's not what we want. These set bonuses obviously favor multiple different builds, you know, from just straight up strength to key damage to charm to archery and lots of stuff. Good. I should do this. Develop technology so we can get. There's clearly room for 4 accessories here. I don't know if I have any accessories that. The ones that have the set bonus in the accessories seem extremely rare. As you can tell, I have one singular one that does that. But you can kind of manipulate it because the offhand weapons you don't use also help you. Like this one, Swordmaster's Odachi. So good, but it doesn't actually have a set bonus, so I'm actually hurting myself instead of helping. Trusted leader. Yeah, I don't know why charm would matter outside of conversation, but you guys can let me know if there's anything different about that. What's this one? Clear-headed. Yeah, 3 on 3. If I can get a 4th for either of them, this will Eagle-Eye Archer. So help me. The way to get the set bonus ones, obviously most of them are gold, but not always. They're rare pickups from very tough enemies. You can also buy them off merchants and you will get random set bonuses. You might even be able to change it up. I used to get really heavy into that in Neo, and I enjoyed it, but it was at the point, to a certain point, it became extreme grinding just for money and stuff. And it was grinding I haven't seen since my old days of playing JRPGs, where you're like, yeah, just put 27 hours into non-stop fighting the same monsters over and over again. Just kind of mind-numbing stuff that you don't mind as a kid. You just put on your little fucking Sony Walkman and just do it, you know. But not so much nowadays. I can't let my brain switch off that much these days, sadly. It's not as easy as it was as a kid. Wasn't much brain there to switch off, but nowadays, sadly, my brain has become too aware of what's going on. Overthinking. And we beat any offer by a pound. Really? Oh, damn. Jeez, it must have been tough times even back then. That's rough. Alright, those we gather at Ida. Even though we just did that mission for her, that was her bond mission. This is her story mission. So we had a choice to do either, which was nice. It's a nice mission all the same, though. I had to do that 3 times over the 1 week I was there. Lord Jesus. That's not bad. This random kid came up to me and gave me a pound and gave directions to a couple of old people to the local Poste. He thought you wanted a pound. That's so funny. No.
I gather you are wondering
Is anybody making fun of
I
you?
betrayed Lord
Any
E.
dumbass kids?
I must admit.
Any friends?
He and I, He is a very important person to me.
See, look, she's about to tell me.
In fact, this hairpin is
Lee.
a gift from Lord E.
You know, it is E. I was pronouncing it right.
Things
I
are
was
very
kinda
different now. So much has changed,
So
including my lord
Yeah, what happened?
and me. The man I once knew is now the Red Demon.
Whoa.
And the truth is
So
that the
he's
role he has taken on torments him. Witnessing the recent purge opened my eyes. I now know that he must be stopped. And who else can do it but me? It is as if all these years by his side have led to this moment.
Was this his
I let
name?
Mrs. Fumi escape,
Nasuke Lee.
though it may yet cost me my
Now
life.
he's the red demon. We're looking for the blue
That
demon,
was the
though.
right thing to do. Yes, I am sure of it. But now, I am suddenly terrified.
I thought he was the Shogunate, but
I
he's not.
can't shake the feeling that something horrible is about to happen.
Oh, you know it.
What do you think I should do?
He's a real person as well. He's a daimyo. Get help from Katsura and his allies. Let's take down the Shogunate together. So she's gonna switch sides. I told you sticking with her was the right choice. These geishas have so much knowledge. Like, they are actually secretly the, if used correctly, most powerful people in all of Japan. Because they have all of the blackmail knowledge. They have all the knowledge of overhearing conversations. Yeah, they are literally... If Japan and everybody in it is the chess pieces, the geishas are the chessboard they play on. They don't realize that because they think it's the shogunates and the generals and that. But yeah, these are the ones that hold the power, sadly. Especially when your social standing is almost more important than your fucking military standing. Or your political standing.
That is all I need.
It didn't take
to
much for
hear.
her to switch sides, huh?
I'm feeling much better now. I must apologize for letting my emotions get the better of me. Will you join the Satsuma uprising, I wonder? I know a back street, out of sight of the Shogunate.
Tokugawa Shogunate
I will show
navigated
you.
past a particularly different conflict.
I only wish
Succession.
there was more I could do for you. Let me know when you're ready to go.
Nasuke managed to coerce Tokugawa Shoganate's last brief resurgence of his power position in Japanese society before the start of the Meiji period. It's probably kind of spoilers. I'm reading the actual, not the story of the game. I'm reading his actual wiki page and stuff. Pretty cool. Yeah, he's quite important. Don't think he's the Shogunate though, right? As far as I can tell. He's more like his right hand man, you know, a feudal lord, a daimyo. Interesting, nice. What I want to do is, this game has a whole host of fantastic side characters and special bosses and special enemies, including one from William, the Neo character himself. I don't know if I can find him yet, but we will find him down the line. I think he's in the next area. Well, let's see if there's someone here. Yeah. So you've got Yokohama. We finished, excuse me. We have Edo. And then we have Kyoto. Which is pretty careful. Nice. Now whether we can beat these people or not. There may even be some demon monsters, but I think for the most part keeps it, you know. What they do with these kind of games is quite smart. Maybe we can't move out yet, can we? We were saying it was under lock and key. Very smart where they keep it. Where it's like, oh, you want the yokai? You want the demons? There's Neo 1 and 2. Oh, you want the more Chinese mythology? There's Wolong Fallen Dynasty. Yeah. And then you got Rise of the Ronin. Pretty cool. I think on any given day, I myself would be guilty of this too. If you were to put some Japanese mythology and Chinese mythology right beside each other, you'd have a hard-pressed time figuring out which belonged to which. First one would be like costumes and names, but beyond that, be hard-pressed to tell the difference. Alright, let's just keep doing this. We'll find William.
Shall we make our way to the Satsuma
Unfortunately,
Villa?
PlayStation UK spoiled that, and I hate to spoil it for you, but unless you're a super fan, you'd already know. Alright, Satsuma Villa in Edo. Okay, this might open up the area. You know how when you come to these new areas, you are kind of sequestered into the first couple of quests while they actually open things up for you. I get that. Looking up, yeah, because they were all doing work experience in town as well. Right. That always says some poor bastard in Subway and you rip the piss out. We all have to do our time. That's what most fucking retail is for.
So you decided to join us?
Then you're stuck with the 40-year-old life.
The Blue Demon's forces are
fuck
marching
you
on
still
Princess
working on
Atsuko.
when you're 62?
It seems there is dissent in the
Kill
Shogun's
me.
ranks.
I already fell into the fryer
If they
twice.
take custody
you know?
of the princess,
Jesus.
the Satsuma clan will become hostages. You're the one who brought Fumi back. You have my gratitude.
Fumi once, shame on you.
Now we no longer have
Fumi
our
twice.
hands tied.
Shame on you.
Leave this to us.
Now,
you
now.
should get somewhere safe.
Don't be fucking
Please,
thanking me and then
take care of
shitting on me at
yourself.
the same time.
I'll be waiting.
I'll be waiting.
Now to support the Satsuma. Are you ready?
Nice. Hopalong Cassidy. No, she's either going to be assassinated or... Yeah, you're being followed. What are you doing after dark? Oh, it's going to be the blue demon, is it? Or the red... One of the demons, look. Oh, shit. Please don't kill her. Please don't kill her. She dead? Oh, we're going to get to see what he looks like. That doesn't help me at all.
I thought that you saw things the way I did. How could you betray Lodi like that?
So he works for him. Oh, no.
I know. He was driven by his sense.
That sucks. That's why we did her bond mission.
But he had to be stopped.
Well, at least we know what this guy looks like for future.
Suffered even more.
I thought the blue demon and the red demon were against each other.
But in the end, it was you who were cut down.
This guy is...
Fear not.
He's dangerous.
I will serve him loyally, as you once did.
Damn. He seems to just go
Tell my
with whoever's the highest payer.
Ever since the day we met in Hikone,
Basically, Lord Lee, the Shogunate as well, they're working with the West, you know. So when you saw like Matthew Perry, as we made that joke about, but basically the invaders. It's the cowardly way. They don't think they can stand up to them, so they would rather join with them. But they're all kind of killing each other. That's fucked up. She was a cool character. There might have even been a romance option there. Oh well, that's all we can do. Didn't even give her the hairpin. What a bastard. Yeah, he just continues to cement his bastard stake in this game, Mr. Blue Demon. I don't... Revealing the mask didn't help or anything. I don't know that guy. I haven't met him. But we'll see. I was half expecting William, but no, he was clearly Japanese. Okay, grassroot resolves. Slippery Kojuro makes it harder for enemies to notice you. Alright, battle preparation. That's fucked up. We have no idea that she's dead. That was cool. Yeah, both Neo and even Wolong were mission based as well. And what this did, it's something I both loved and hated. It allowed them to put in monstrous amount of content, but you were kind of reusing the levels. But then the issue with that monstrous amount of content was that these new missions were just blanketed 15 plus levels or whatever, you know. So in the case of Neo especially, it was really, really piss poor the way it was enabled, because at the end it was just elements beat everything and grind another 50 levels. And to me that was neither a clever move nor balancing nor understanding of fun. I think it was just a mix of
we
DLC
must find Princess Atsuko
and
before the enemy does.
Basically keep a publisher happy and keep putting DLC. We should be able to just burst through these, right? No, okay. Some you can, some you can't. But great games in their own right. I can't speak to Neo too much because I did not play much of it outside. And I'll tell you why. I got to Neo late because it was a PS4 thing. So I got to that game late. When I had finished it, as I said, the DLC became obnoxious surrounding grinding. Not everybody has to grind. You're probably like a cracked out whore who's able to never miss a beat and all that. It's great for you, you know. That's not the way I found it. I found such a deep over-reliance on elemental stuff that I genuinely couldn't progress unless I grinded. You basically have this kind of wind, lightning, water, all that stuff. And it would just be shot at you from across the room and instant kill you. You needed prior knowledge of the element. You needed... Oh, shit. Dude, did he see that? I think he did. He's got his health bar. I think he's like scared because the dude got killed. Come on, he might back down. Princess Asuko. I'm kind of a little bit on hiatus with Nintendo stuff. I think the next game will be Paper Mario in May. But otherwise, I haven't played a Nintendo game in a little while, and I'm hurting for it. I'm missing them. They have that magic. But I think it's just everybody feeling the same thing. We are just waiting for that Switch fucking 2 already. God, that's bad. Kick my ass, do you mind? Nice, gotta get better at the key flash. Cheap flash. That's fire coming from. Is the right way to go? Yep. Okay. Yeah, normally when you go to combat, health will slowly start to trickle back up, which is very nice. The missions, no. I killed him and then I kill you. Nice. That's one of the best moves I've got. It's the cower move after any kind of kill. The fear in this game is a good mechanic. Makes me feel like Batman Ninja sometimes. Oh, the shit I just picked up. Alright, these small little areas are meant to allow me to be stealthy. I feel bad for devs that keep making stealth sections only for me to absolutely fucking lay into them every time. I feel bad because somebody is telling them to do it. Somebody feels like they're doing right, you know? Somebody shoot themselves. One thing I like what they've done in this game is the karma system. It's not traditional karma. It's nothing got to do with morals or good or bad or anything. It's actually got to do with... You will pay! What the fuck are you doing your glider now? It's got to do with... I can kill an enemy. The karma of bringing them back. And basically, you can kill a lot of enemies and then rest. They will... You already get skill points and all that, but with the karma system, if you rest afterwards, it will convert all that karma into more skill points. That's why I had like 25 on the go there. It's really fun. So basically it's rewarding you from going on a mad killing spree and getting to the next save point without dying. And when you die, it creates a vendetta, which, as you know from Souls games, you can probably guess what that means. That all your skill points, all your experience, and your potions and everything is on this man. And instead of picking it up off the ground like you would your souls, the vendetta is connected to how much damage you do on the revenge. What the fuck is he doing? This is why you don't bring these bastards on the stealth missions. You could get into a fight and get really knocked out and hurt, but once you get a nice bit of damage on them, or really well timed, perfect parry, you immediately get all that stuff back and then some. That's fun. It's more of them kind of meddling / improving on that same system that we've come to love and hate. Okay, this whole thing can be done quite stealthy. Okay, I got lucky there. Now those grapple kills, which I fucking love, by the way, are a bit hit and miss. You know, of course, as you can see, if you're gonna hold someone and choke them to death right in front of someone else, that's probably gonna turn a few heads. Alright. This guy's moving in the same direction. If I just give it a second, I should be able to. Oh, no. Be careful, there's an archer there. Alright, apparently his little bald head was able to dodge. Let's try the handgun, we haven't done that yet. Reload first. Hand press. Cool. Oh, it's just L2. That's fun. Hard press, so it knows when I'm R1 plus L2. That's cool. So I have to hard press it. It's extremely sensitive. I think it's taken like 3 generations for Sony to get a comparable trigger, and we're still not there. We're still not there. We're almost there. Every generation gets a little bit curvier. We're still not there. So you can see the flag up the top is kind of very happy with me right now. It's glowing and it's perfect and really wants me to rest so I can bank all this stuff. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. Watch, boom. We got 1 strength point, 1 dexterity point, the shuriken, and 1 skill point. Very nice. So yeah, it's sort of a banking system without Anne Robinson being there, you know. Is she still doing that stuff? I missed the weakest link. All I see now, I go over to my folks' place, and my dad loves those game shows, and he's just constantly watching the chase. Every 4 or 5 channels full of the chase. Irish channels, British channels. For fuck's sake. I still love catchphrase. That's not even a game show, really. It's just a bit fun. I like those. Not a big fan of the old Saturday Night Takeaway. And what's the other one? In for a Penny. Stephen Mulhern goes from a dude that you could just about stand, you know. You're like, okay, in catchphrase. It's the most annoying, extra little flamboyant cunt you've ever seen in your life. Like, chill out. Is there like a line of cocaine off the camera somewhere? It's because it's his own show. And, you know, ITV or whoever have finally given him 5 seconds of fucking fame, and he's really just riding that thing home. But it's just chill the fuck out, dude. I'm trying to watch a show. My God. I'm surprised he doesn't just scare half the people on the street, you know? I don't care if I know who you are, you're scaring the shit out of me. I think this all stemmed from his very, very side hustle as a side presenter of one of those shows. Look at this motherfucker here with poison arrows. Dirty bastard, I saw that. That's a Dark Souls move. Putting toxic and poison archers way off in the distance. You don't know until they hit you. Disgusting. It's one of my most hated things in Dark Souls 1. Dark Souls 1, for a game that learned a lot from Demon Souls, they sure learned how to throw the player into non-existence. You go near Blighttown, to this day, it's considered one of the most hateful places of all time. Can you not do a grapple hook kill from here, no? Apparently not. What we can do? Cheeky assassin. Oh, that's why. Big boy. Hey, stop him!
Careful, take it easy.
Why can't they do anything there? Shouldn't allow an entire animation. He's a shuriken boy. Frame rate is dying grossly here. See what I'm saying? So he's fighting that guy, and he turned around with a red attack right in my face, you know? So he had changed his aggro mid-attack. That's all, you know, it's nothing that a good reaction can't help, you know, on people that are far faster than me. But it just comes off as bad when the aggro is on the AI mid special attack. You know, you either block that or you're dead. To have it then turned and to hit you, it just it just comes off a little amateur. That can cheapen things, you know. That's all. And it's just, like I said, it's just an understanding or a misunderstanding of how a human would actually have aggro. Like, in reality, he wouldn't actually be able to even see me, you know? He's completely about face, 180. Not even peripheral
The
vision.
Shogun's men are heading for his guest house. That's where the princess must be. Come on.
Are they fighting? So we got a poison archer up above. Stay in this tall grass, we can knock out a few. Alright, they're fighting the archer. Good. I see someone else down here. I enjoy these games. I do. But I agree when people bring up, you know, the PS3 engines, and to me, it's not even a graphical issue. It's the game mechanics. There's a reason why you can play Neo and Neo 2, Wolong, even some of the old Ninja Gaidens, and be completely at home with these games. That's not a knock. There's beauty in that familiarity, but it also can come off as like, have you tried anything new? Okay, those guys are fighting that archer, and he's still actually able to hit me with poison arrows. That's all you need to know about that. I have started a bad fight here. Formidable enemy, my ass. Who's next? Come on down. A lot of the presenters that we used to know from the 90s and all that, they end up being quite problematic, but the worst part about them was that they also were very sneakily iconic, you know? From fucking, what's his name, Noel Edmonds, Michael Barrymore, to Les Dennis. Now we're stuck with, you don't see him much anymore, but he's around for a bit. Vernon Kay and fucking, I actually don't mind that guy on the chase, it's just that it's everywhere, you know? That's okay. It's just hard to take him seriously when he was in EastEnders or Coronation Street or whatever. You can kind of see even the dumbass, did you not kill this guy? You guys are worthless. The dumbass celebrity shows. Celebrity Big Brother, Celebrity whatever. They're running out of celebrities to put on it, you know? They start bringing back like deep cut actors and actresses from ancient old movies that not a singer, no one knows who they are. Like who? Oh yes, you were Sylvester Stallone's wife for 3 years.
Nicely done.
Who cares? There's no one else. At this point, they just bring people in if they've had a singular controversy in like the 1980s. That's all it takes. Oh, I remember that. Oh yeah, you stood up in Parliament and shat yourself. Welcome to Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Who wants to shit themselves on air? It's so funny we both missed each other. You always get the cheeky shot in. Nice. I wonder what these guys will do next. Probably Neo 3. They want to be careful. They're at that point where Neo 2 probably did okay, and they've got some nice support from Sony and all that. But you can't keep doing Neo games forever. These guys don't even need to die at this point, it's just fun to kill them.
Nicely done.
Series massive. Like, where are we on the map? We're still in this place, huh? Cool. Love these little water lilies and stuff like that. Come on, this is what I was saying about it. You just don't climb up on things. I'm at a loss for words sometimes. Dragon's Dogma 2 as well. How can you have a stamina and grip system climbing up on monsters and then can't seem to climb up on a 3-foot fucking wall? It's so silly. It's restrictive unnecessarily so. And they do it on purpose. They do it on purpose because they're very aware of the systems they have in place. Both the map limitations, the out of bounds. I have gone completely out of bounds on this game multiple times, which is hilarious. Trust me, climbing on top of a mountain only to be greeted by an invisible wall. Leftover textures.
Impressive.
It's just fucking hilarious. Proof yet again that every single game that we put our hands on is a good 6 months to a year out of needing that extra development. We'll never get. And then you kind of ask yourself, between delays, rushed games, and the games that come out half finished, I don't think any game, there's never enough time. I don't think any game is ever truly finished. I don't. No matter if they fucking have, you know, a second chance. Something in here, like Cyberpunk or No Man's Sky. There comes a time where they're like, that's enough content. Let's go. It's such a secure thing to block a door just to have a grapple so you can go over. It's cinematic for the sake of cinematic, and it comes off.
Trick. Damn you, princess.
Jeez.
You'll pay!
So we meet again.
Don't! It's the blue demon!
What can you do?
Yeah. I'm so happy to fight this guy. Oh, trying to get it to throw the katana at him. Someone's got off the reason. What's going on? That move he's got is insane. Just let himself retreat. Can't take it easy. How do you get back in this house? I'm fucking pressing too many times. Wow.
What?
Cool, I was doing pretty good there. This is a parry boy. Nice.
I begin to grow tired.
Oh, they're so worthless, man. They're standing back watching that happen. You boys are worthless. Nice. Get him, get him, get him. Yes. Yes. What the fuck are you hitting him for?
You improved a little.
I did improve a little, thank you. No, I can't see anything but the wall. Oh, pretty good there. Jeez, there's not enough key. There's not enough key in the world for that. Come on, come on. Yes, yes. Not bad, the damage is very low though.
I should struggle with the likes of you.
A little bit late there. Jeez. Smear him. Oh. Can he finish it? Not quite. Finish it. That's so close. I have to get greedy at the end. There's nothing left.
There is nothing to fear.
I was so close. Nice. If he only did more damage when he did the critical, but he didn't do enough damage. That's what's wrong with the AI. They are pathetic.
A trick. Damn you, princess.
Why can't you do what you're told, game? You're supposed to throw the katana at him. Just kill me. Just kill me. Kill me because of your pathetic fucking shit. You hold the R2 button and it throws the katana. It's not that hard. But it didn't do either of those things. Just kill me. This is the shit I hate where you just can't go back to restart. All these games suffer from this. It's dumbass leftover shit from Dark Souls. They all want to be Dark Souls. Couldn't pause, you know.
A veiled edge is nothing to fear.
It's nearly been 20 fucking years since Dark Souls. Since fucking Demon Souls. Grow up. I probably lost all my vendetta and level up and stuff there, which is great. Just because your dumbass system doesn't work. Aren't you special?
Princess. So we meet again. What can you do?
Oh my god! He does not take a break. Wow. Ah, let me get inside, you wankers. Some of the doors open and some of them don't. It's really lousy.
For the trouble.
Alright. Damn, I shot him in the face and didn't do anything.
I begin to grow tired of you.
Yeah.
Feel this?
Fuck, man, why isn't the AI doing it? You lousy cocklord wank. Designed by inbreds, man, I swear to God. 3 crappy AIs in 3 games. How is that possible? They're all fucking copying the performer, that's why. Look at him, he's just holding the sword above him and behind him. You're so pathetic, dude. You're so fucking pathetic. Just distract him for a second and he's 8 fucking hits on him. Alright, just let him do this. Fucking AI letting them heal as well. The camera cannot keep up with this dude. Wow.
I should struggle with the likes of here.
Fucker. Jesus Christ, he's floating it out.
A partner. A veiled edge is nothing to fear.
Yeah, Jesus, the AI is absolutely unforgivable. In all 3 of these games, I've never met the beta bit. It has to be the same program. I'll just look it up. I guarantee you they're using the same fucking program. Some leftover habit thing or something.
So we meet again. But what can you do?
Why did they let those moves happen? Look at these. With that cunt in the background just holding his blade up. What is it?
Grow tired of it.
This green bastard.
You've improved a little.
Ah. on, hit him, you bastard.
I didn't struggle with the likes of you.
Jeez. Dude, he is faster than the camera. Don't be reckless as I'm fucking dead.
Get them!
Just little damage. Nice. Of course he's not dead. Oh shit. He's faster than the camera. I expected nothing less than the blue demon. God dang.
We finally caught a rat.
I'd rather not have the AI than have them just walking around holding their sword.
Who'd have thought the stray
It's so funny to play those 3 games back to back and notice that,
you did well. You have my thanks.
And it's a detriment in each game. Final Fantasy VII, you've got them standing in the corner. Dragon's Dogma 2, they're walking off the edge, killing themselves, jumping after enemies into the abyss. Wild shit. At least it's comedy, right?
My lady.
And in this one,
soon have dealt with the
pulling aggro, misusing the timing.
It seems all is going according to plan.
Who's this badass?
I'm afraid I must bring something to your attention.
Looks like Orin from Final Fantasy X.
What did you say?
Oh, I thought she was the cat lady. She's just princess. Whoa! Yeah, of course he doesn't die. As if it was gonna be that easy. He's just endgame material. That's fun though. I like the challenge. It just, you know, at least 2 of those deaths out of 4 or 5 were not really my own doing. One of them I just let them kill me because I was like, that's foolishness. You won't actually use the katana to hit him. I've noticed that with other stuff is when you're throwing water bottles and explosive barrels, they have this really obnoxious circular targeting system, but it doesn't move quick enough.
He was taken ill and has passed away.
Princess. We'll always have a brick wall. Like this game, guaranteed, we're gonna have an hour-long boss down the line.
We simply
or
cannot
double bosses.
proceed. We must lay down our arms, at least for today. But do not be disheartened.
Definitely a lot of American, Japanese voice actors here.
Together, we will continue his legacy.
There's little Boston and Seattle and LA accents just floating on by. I suppose it makes the most sense because they wouldn't be speaking English at all, right? But whoo, they stick out in certain words.
Thank you once again for your efforts. It pains me, but now we can do little more than wait.
I like the challenge.
I will seclude myself in my inner
but I
chambers.
will call out the bullshit too.
You have no need to fear for me. Even the chief minister would not dare come for me there. With my stepfather now gone, the Satsuma clan will be shaken to its core. Its future depends on you and Saigo.
But we lack experience, and our master is gone.
You know Saigo better than anyone, do you not? Compensate for each other's weaknesses and secure the clan's future.
Is her mouth not even moving?
I thank you. Now,
yeah, they're gonna try and get part 3 of the
was?
Final Fantasy remake out in 3 years. It's the same as the cat. Don't have one. It's interesting. They want to do it for 2027 for the 30th anniversary of Final Fantasy VII. I get it. Don't rush it.
Then you're astray with the sense of humor, it seems. Well, Princess Sato, aren't they odd? Mom. I look forward to speaking with you.
Let's see if we can trust her.
When things calm down.
The little naive princess,
Until
or is she
next time.
the vicious ruler, you know? We will see. Nice. Nice to fight the blue demon. He's no joke. Kick their ass. That one move he does where it's like 6 diagonal attacks. Oh my god, the camera could not keep up at all. It was fun. He looks awesome as well. Okubo. Nice. Alright. New bonds, new area, new world, new bosses, new people to find.
Please forgive me, my lord.
Here we go.
I did not foresee the stubbornness of the princess.
Naosuke. He's now known as the Red Demon, he said. At least, I think that's who he's pretending to. I know.
You have been taking matters into your own hands, it seems. But at least the princess has been subdued. For now.
Jesus, what are these plans? Oh, he got the hairpin.
Fine work. But you are relieved of your duties for now.
What a piece of shit.
Go. Rest.
The sad thing about this is we, while working with Taka, was in his vicinity. Could have slaughtered him right there and then. But back in these days, you couldn't even do that. There's all the politics behind that. Oh wow, this game. Now it's snowy. This game's gorgeous. This comb, okay. Nice. We got a new stance as well. Degenerate. Nice. Intermediate. Okay, cool. Some of them only affect certain blades and types, you know. There's lots more. I like my Odachi. I'm the kind of guy that will hone in on something like the only Uchikodachi and that, and try and get a little bit better with it, you know. Instead of being a jack of all trades and just being crap at everything, I try and get semi-intermediate with one thing. Yeah, still a novice.
What will it be?
Fuck all. Do you not have anything else? I need some weapons.
Please, come again.
The upgrade system in this game is pretty fun. Self-explanatory.
What do you need?
Just disassemble stuff. Dragon spear, cool. Disassemble. See the way they have question marks on everything? It's random what little bonuses you get. Oh yeah, you have this. I want to try this. The oxtail blade. This is the one with the string on it, kind of like the fuck was it called? I can't remember. I used to play with it a little bit. But yeah, you can sell stuff straight up for money. There's silver. There's a couple of currencies, but they're not microtransactions. There's silver, and then there's just normal currency, block and everything. But
I can strengthen anything.
And then you can upgrade things using the silver bars and bronze bars and gold bars and all that. And those you get from disassembling things and just out in the world as well, you know. Trust
what
me,
do you need?
You're gonna have thousands of things. Like your inventory is upwards of 2,000. I have 480 right now. So yeah, break that shit down. My best advice when it comes to stuff, it's not quite like Neo where you're like afraid to break things down because you might need it later. In my opinion, it's just keep anything that has a set piece. That's it. Doesn't matter even if it's gold or blue. If it doesn't have a set bonus, it has limited value, in my opinion, because you're gonna upgrade it, but it's never going to help you with a set bonus, and the set bonuses are really important, I think. Playing without them just feels like you're handicapping yourself for no damn reason.
You got it.
I don't think he charges you to disassemble things, so yeah, there's no point not to do it.
You got it.
You got it. But yeah, this is obviously the off-stream kind of shit I'd be doing. Min-maxing bills and that. There's no need for you guys to see too much of that. Bond transfer.
What do you need?
Cool. You can use bond items like gifts and that to help. Yeah, a lot of systems. No, this isn't quite
what do you need?
Nearly as confusing as Neo's. Neo's was
see you later.
Tough. It's something that I had to watch multiple YouTube videos to figure out. But once I did, I realized how intricate it was. It was madness. Crazy.